Do you go back to Karachi a lot?
Yeah.
Every now and then. He got married in Karachi.
No.
We have bases.
When did you get married?
22, I got nikahd in Houston, and then
Okay.
I got my big shadi in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was
Did you
just
go?
fun.
I went, yeah.
Yeah.
He had fun. Me and my wife were just.
I was
Stressed
right?
out.
It was that.
I was his wedding stage manager. Like, auntie,
Okay.
aap aa jaye, nahi, uncle abhi aap nahi aaye.
Did you
Uske
give
baad-
a speech?
No speeches. There was no time.
See, now when there are Desi weddings here, they do speeches.
Here, it's
become
a
a
diaspora thing. It's not. in
Yeah,
Pakistan.
because every shadi I've been to here,
Yeah.
Desi shadi, my brothers, I gave a speech at my brother's wedding. All my cousins, everybody does speeches.
Well, there it's chaotic as well because, uncles are crying and the kids are running around.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
wants to hear a speech.
chaos.
Maybe they just want you to talk, Kumail.
Huh?
Maybe they just want you to talk. We get Kumail a free stand up, 20 minutes. Nobody has to pay anything.
I actually.
Oh.
It's
This way or
nerve wracking
this way?
because the
Fine.
bar is higher for me. Like
Yeah.
I can't just be like I have to
Cool. Awesome.
write up a thing and make I have to it's stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bomb.
You can't bomb. And I remember at my cousin's wedding, one of my cousin's weddings, my dad did better than me, and I was like, fuck.
By the way, these
But then
water boxes are the most LA thing I've ever seen.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a water box. It tastes weird. The water tastes weird, I think.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of thoughts on LA. LA is very Karachi, by the way.
How so?
Like, if it's hot, it's musty. There's
It's
a lot of
not-
homeless people.
This is much hotter than it usually is.
Okay.
A lot of homeless people.
Yeah, I was shocked. It smells like pee. Even Karachi doesn't smell like pee.
Well, a lot of homeless people. The other thing with LA is that the neighborhoods, there's a lot of space between neighborhoods.
Okay.
So, like, if you're in a neighborhood, it's great. If you go to another neighborhood, it's great. But in between, it's a little dangerous.
Okay.
Not dangerous, but it's
Right.
Cool.
Are we
Well,
rolling everywhere?
Yeah, we're rolling. I just wanted to say this because this is like going to be a crazy statement to say, and we're going to say this all the time. Kumail Nanjiani, welcome to Backward Point.
Oh, thank you guys.
This
Thank you for having
podcast
me.
is over 2 years in the making. We DM'd you a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I'm sorry that it took so long. And I'm sorry I did the great cricketer
Yes.
before you guys.
We just felt like, the Aussies win everything. It was
well,
like,
you know what? They didn't win this time.
I think that's because of you.
Yeah.
I think
oh my
you cursed
God.
them.
This is what I do.
Hamari badua, and then you on the podcast, we're like, we just transferred everything to the
This
TVC
is really, honestly, it was really disappointing. I did not have hopes for our team. I had hopes for us. I was like, who are the teams, I'll be honest, that can beat India?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And Australia was one of them.
That was one of them, yeah.
And then South Africa. But,
We were kind of delusional. We thought Pakistan did have a chance because they were playing all their games in Sri Lanka. We had a good spin
well,
attack.
this is the thing. All our lead up was against bad teams. We were playing, no shade, but we were playing Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. What other teams were we
a B
playing?
strong Australian team.
We beat them 3-0.
Yeah, we were just playing really, really weak teams. So I knew the whole time. I was like, I love Salman. I
Yes.
love him. But when he had those couple innings, I was like, he's not really a T20 player. This is fool's gold.
Yes.
So I did not go in thinking it's T20, so there's always hope. But I just saw that, I love just watching cricket. I didn't think our team was going to do anything.
We knew you were a big cricket fan when your wife Emily posted a video of you trying to explain a cricket.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a World Cup. It was just a regular bilateral between Pakistan and New Zealand.
That's right. It was the third one. Iftikhar Ahmed had a great match.
As a bowler.
As a bowler.
Shout out
yeah,
Chachu,
yeah,
man. Shout out Chachu. Wow.
yeah. Yeah, Chachu.
What a run.
Yeah. I feel like I grew up loving cricket, obviously. You guys are younger than me. Do you have any memory of the 92 World
We
Cup?
weren't even born.
I wasn't even conceived.
You weren't born?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm turning 30 this year.
Oh, wow. You
And
guys
We've
are,
just heard stories about
you're
the 92.
28. Okay.
My
So-
dad talks about it like it's like this, almost like a legend now.
I mean, it was like
Ramzan tha,
one of the...
Sehri ke time pe sab uthe hue
हाँ,
the.
बिल्कुल,
Imran Khan
बिल्कुल.
ko gaaliyan pad
हाँ.
rahi thi. He saved the game. It's like a
Bilkul,
huge thing.
bilkul. It was really, really, it was Wasim Akram, and it was Inzamam's first, coming out party.
Yeah.
So
That semi-final innings that he played was
yeah,
phenomenal.
he really was. It was him. I mean, we had a great run, and Wasim Akram is my favorite cricketer of all time. He had a great series, and
Hey guys, quick pause here to give you a little bit of context about what you're about to see next. This is the moment where Kumail Nanjiani has mentioned that his favorite cricketer of all time is Wasim Akram. Now, we had reached out to Wasim Akram's management to get Kumail a specific video or a special video from Wasim Bhai talking to Kumail and letting each other know that they acknowledge each other's existence. Now, that video wasn't able to come to us in time. But Wasim Akram was very kind enough and generous enough with his time to resend a video into the future that we could stitch together and present to you. So what you're about to see right now is Kumail and Nanjiani reacting to a video that Wasim Akram sent post recording this podcast that has now been stitched back into the podcast for this specific moment. I hope that makes sense. And I hope you get to enjoy this exclusive moment from the podcast.
Hey Kumail, Nazar and Bashar here from Backward Point Podcast. On our podcast, you mentioned that Wasim Akram is your favorite cricketer of all time. And well, we made a few phone calls and reached out to a few connections, and I just hope you're sitting down for this one. Roll the clip.
Hi Kumail, it's Wasim Akram here. I've heard that you are a big fan of mine. I'm a fan of yours, buddy. I've seen your work, really enjoyed it. Keep up the good work. Just listen to your podcast as well. Funny, fun, in good insights. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. And all the very best. And I hopefully see you very, very soon, either in America or either in Pakistan. All the love.
How does he know who I am?
Thank you so much to Wasim Bhai for being so generous with his time and sending this video so quickly. And thank you so much to Emily Gordon, yes, Kumail's lovely wife, for recording the reaction video and getting us this beautiful moment in film.
Is that your earliest memory of cricket?
No, I've been watching cricket. So I'm 47. So my earliest teams that I remember were like, I know Mia that played then, but we're a very cricket heavy family. So probably from like 84, 85, I've been watching cricket.
Do you remember the 86 Chakka? Were you there for that?
In Sharjah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching it. Yeah, it's all anybody talked about.
Yeah.
For years. The fact that it was 20 years before you guys were born, and you know exactly the Chakka. You know which one we're talking about. Javed Mia that. So yeah, been really obsessed. And it's also, people don't quite understand, moms are into cricket there too. Everybody's into cricket. So been watching my whole life. And then I sort of stopped for a while. And then I started up again 3 or 4 years ago because I wasn't really a sports guy here. I followed basketball for a while. And then I just was like, I don't know how I got back into cricket. I think I was talking to a cousin of mine and I got back in. So the last 4 or 5 years I've been really back into watching everything.
We saw the Big Stick in theaters.
Mhm.
And there's a moment in the Big Stick
You were explaining cricket.
where you explain cricket. And there was a whole thing. You had your one-man show where you talked about the different positions and
Silly
different cricket
Maidan
fields,
and
all
all
that.
that. Yeah.
I have a picture here. So I just want you to look at this. I don't see a backward point there, which is our podcast.
Wow. See?
No backward
See,
point.
that's how deep you guys are.
Look,
you guys are doing
backward point is the most hardest fielding position. Jonty Rhodes used to field that backward point.
Yeah.
This is why we call our podcast Backward Point. And then
Okay,
we saw
there
that.
we go. Oh my
We
God,
got
you're not
double
there.
offender.
Jonty Rhodes was the one who changed. He also, I think, 92 World Cup was his big coming out thing, right?
Yeah.
Was that when he
Yes.
was?
Do you remember when he run out in Zamam, that's diving?
I remember. And now everybody feels like that. But I
Yeah.
think he changed fielding. People weren't really diving and stuff until he showed up and they were like, all right, we got
Man,
to all dive now.
The effect Jonty Rhodes had on just cricket culture was that the fact that you'd be playing street cricket and somebody would try to dive and stop the ball. And the awaz like, "Oi, Jonty!"
Yeah.
And you'd be
That's
like,
right.
"Oh wow, that's how he permeated cricket culture."
Yeah, because he was an okay batsman,
Yeah.
but fielding, he was
Yeah, that's the guy.
incredible. Nobody'd seen that.
I'm just going to pause this episode with Kumail to tell you about our friends at Yashi Sports, who are Canada's home of cricket. Whether you're a beginner starting out or you're a pro player, Yashi Sports has you covered for all of your cricket equipment needs. You can go in person at their store in North York, Ontario to get their promised expert advice or a tailored solution for your cricketing needs. They've been so kind in giving Backward Point listeners the exclusive code BP15 for 15% off your purchase. Go to yashisports.com and browse through their large array of equipment. Links in the description. And now back to the episode with Kumail.
I want to start a little bit from the beginning. We share a lot of the same roots, obviously Karachi, Pakistan, all that. But not only that, we went to the same high school.
Yes,
St. Michael's Convent School, Clifton, Karachi,
of course.
right in front of Boat Basin.
Yes.
That's your alma mater, I would say.
Yeah, so I was at BVS from, I was in St. Paul's, class 1, 2 to 5. I was at BVS. Do you guys know BVS?
Yeah.
We do.
So our little background is that we went to the States for a bit, and then we moved to Pakistan. We only lived in Pakistan 7 years, 2005 to 12. And we applied to BVS, and they rejected us because we didn't know Urdu.
But you guys speak Urdu now.
We do now.
Now.
Back then we didn't.
We didn't know.
Okay.
Like 2005.
So
we were like,
BVS doesn't let you in if you don't speak Urdu.
we didn't
speak
pass the
or
Urdu
write
test.
anything Urdu.
The Urdu
yeah.
test we
Okay.
failed.
Okay.
Jokes
And
on
St.
you,
Michael's
BVS.
was like, we'll take you in. No Urdu asks. We're like, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So and then grade class 6 to O levels, St. Michael's, and then KGS for A levels.
What do you remember that about St. Michael's?
I remember. This is gonna be dark.
It's fine.
There were like, for some reason, when I was there, like there were. This is dark. There were kids would die every year. Like I remember.
In Michael's?
Yeah, there was one kid who killed someone else than himself, and I didn't know him. He was like 1 or 2 classes above me, but I
Okay.
would see him around.
All right.
Um,
That is dark.
yeah, but I loved St. Michael's. I mean, I bet it looks so different now. But I used
What-
to play
what is
for-
your
It
image
looks
of it?
exactly the same, actually. It's the same white building. The
Same
ground.
pitch. Mitti ka ground.
same pitch. Yeah, I used to
The
play.
canteen got burned down though.
Oh, what happened?
This was after we moved. We got a call. 2013, 14. There's some
Would they
electrical
still-
fire.
Giving you coke in the tele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helico, and then somebody would pop it on your head.
And
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
rolls
yeah.
and the foil wrap.
Oh my God, they were so good.
Do you remember how much they were for
So-
you?
I think they were 3 rupees,
Oh,
and
wow.
then they became 5. But now, I mean, everything is like how much is a Mr. Burger?
Oh, that's a really good question. We don't go to Mr. Burger anymore.
Yeah, we don't go to Mr.
A,
Burger.
a Coke
anymore.
can is like, I think 60 rupees or something.
Like, I'll tell you what a
Yeah.
zinger is in Karachi right now. I think it's like 800 rupees for a zinger combo.
Yeah, okay. So when I was there, it was all 5-6 rupees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But-
Inflation is
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it's like a different currency.
Who were the teachers when you were in St. Michael's? Do you remember any? stand
Yes,
up?
my favorite was her name was Christine Machado.
Okay.
Who I got back in touch with last year.
All
no
right.
way.
Yeah, because I still talk to. I think I still talk to a couple people from St. Michael's.
Okay.
So yeah, I liked her. I think Kevin Lobo was one
Oh,
of
Kevin
them.
Lobo. We know Kevin Lobo. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kevin Lobo was probably from your time, and then he left, and then he came back. And when we were in school, so we played for the St. Michael's cricket team, and he
Uh-huh.
was like really into the cricket. Like we
Really?
He
Sure.
revived cricket at St. Michael's.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you guys? What did you guys?
So
All rounders? What did you guys?
all rounder, wrist spinner, and like batting at 4 or 5.
Uh huh.
I was like
Medium fast bowler, yeah.
opening bowler.
Okay,
batting at 7.
good.
Yeah. So we
Amazing.
revitalized the cricket team. Played 2 semifinals and lost, and we played 1 final and lost as well.
The
Amazing.
principal, so Peter had this a deal where if you win a trophy, he'll take you out of it to dinner. And we lost in semis like 3 times in the same year.
And you didn't go to
No,
dinner.
No dinner
No.
happened.
We got bananas though on the house. Do you know Sir Peter? Was he in your?
Yes.
Okay, so okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sir Peter was your principal then.
I think so. I'm trying to remember.
Heavy kind of a.
Sir Peter sounds very
personality.
familiar,
Yeah.
but I remember Kevin Lobo. I liked him. Christine Machado, I think, isn't there. I think she's in the U.S. somewhere now.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who else was there. Was there a Lawrence math teacher?
Not in our time, no.
Okay.
But yeah, you got the main people right.
What batch
Did
were
you
you
have
for
Miss
O-levels?
Seema Nair, by the way?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Seema Nair was there throughout our entire time. I think she just retired. to
Oh
Canada.
my God.
Her daughter is now.
Her daughter is
Running
running,
things,
the, running
yeah.
the place.
No way,
Yes,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember Missy
Missy
Money.
Money, yeah.
Of course. There was one, I shouldn't say these names. There was one, our like Pakistan Studies and Islamiyat teacher who was very mean. Huh? No.
We'll bleep all these names, by the way. Except
No.
for the good one.
Yeah, so bleep this one. Her name
Okay.
was,
No, before our
and
time.
she was very scary.
Yeah.
Um,
What did you get in your O levels? What was your grade?
I did well.
What was it? Don't be shy.
I got 9 A's.
No A stars?
9 A's. We didn't have A stars then.
Oh, okay.
So that's like, there's above A?
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. I had 9 A's, 2 B's.
Okay. What were the B's?
I think general, which is English.
Yes. We don't have that anymore. We have English language, I believe.
Okay. And then I don't remember the other one.
Okay. Did you take AdMats?
Yeah, of course.
Do you feel like I'm interrogating you?
Yes, of course. I feel like I'm handling
Were you
myself
like a
okay.
self-study kid or did you take any
I
coaching?
studied. Well, I went to tutors. There were tutors from St. Pat's that I used to go to.
Yeah.
Her name was Desaram. She
Okay.
was Sri Lankan and she was a chemistry teacher. And did you guys do tuitions?
Yes.
So I did that. That was great because, it was the only time girls were in a class
Yes.
with you. Because St. Michael's, when I was there was the L-shaped building and
Yep.
boys and girls were on different sides. Are
Yep,
they still on
segregation.
different?
So
Yeah.
this is my tragedy. They made it co again. And then as soon as we went into grade 9, separated again.
Right as you're
For
ready
4
to
years,
talk to anybody.
We graduated, like my batch graduated. We moved to Canada in the meantime. Back to co.
Okay, yeah. So when I was there, it wasn't really co.
Yeah.
It was pretty separated. We'd had the same, recess. But so yeah, I took some tuitions. I took math, I took chemistry, I took accounts, which I didn't study at school. I just learned from I forget his name. He was like, everybody used to go to this
They
guy.
probably still do, probably.
And I did an extra. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
That's okay. I didn't take accounts. We took sciences here.
What were your grades?
So I moved in grade 11, so I only wrote my grade 10 exams. I had an A and a B, A in Pak Studies and B in Islamiyat.
I moved in grade 9, so I didn't get any exams.
Wait, but what about A levels?
So
A-levels is
I
like
did my high school.
grade
Oh, you moved
Moved to
here.
Canada.
Moved to Canada
Oh,
with a
so you
family,
guys,
immigrated.
right.
So,
Okay, yeah.
but
So I
yeah.
did O levels. I got 9 A's, 2 B's, and then I think in A levels I got 2 A's, a B, and a C.
What's the C?
English literature.
No way.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah,
writing
look at me
scripts.
now. I'm trying to remember what my B was. Or maybe my English literature was B. I don't remember. It's math, chemistry were A's. I studied all the time. Like I was like very much like I studied all day, every day. All I did was, watch movies, play video games, and study.
Yeah.
Is it because you enjoyed it or were your parents really strict?
No, it's because I felt like I wasn't good at anything else. So I was like, if I think I can get good grades. So that's all I really had. Like, I played cricket. I wasn't amazing. I played with the family a lot. I wasn't in like the St. Michael's team, but I was in like, 7F versus 7G. We
Sure,
were
yeah.
What was your house in St. Michael's?
What was yours?
Red.
Green.
Mine was green.
Oh, let's go. Faith.
Was it Razasha? No, that's BVS. What was the green called?
Faith. It was like faith, unity, discipline, and there's one more.
The red, I'm forgetting actually. I think red was unity.
Wow.
Forgetting.
Wow. Yeah. And
It was the 4 Qaid Azam ke call.
Right. I was green,
Codes.
and then at KGS I was blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good times in St. Michael's then, right? Because I had some
Yeah.
of the best times, some of the best friends I made.
I had a great time at St. Michael's.
Yeah.
I had the best time.
Did you play cricket on that cement valley pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tape tennis.
Tape tennis, yeah.
But when you guys were talking about going to the finals and stuff, that wasn't tape tennis, right?
No,
that
it was hardball.
That was
Yeah,
real.
there was one
people.
tournament that was tape tennis, but most of them were hardball.
Yeah. Have you seen tape tennis on like Willow and stuff?
Yes.
We have.
Ali
insane.
Tareen, who's a friend of the podcast, just started like
Oh,
a proper
really?
tape tennis.
Did he get rid of his team? Is he?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. He was gotten rid of also.
A little bit of that, a little bit of antagonism.
What happened?
He pissed off a lot of people in the PCB by calling them out multiple times, including our podcast. And I think they just sort of like ushered him away.
Why? There's nothing to call out about the PCB. They're
Right.
completely blameless.
Great organization.
Can I tell you what made me angry? Really was fining our players. It was such a horrible move. Like, first of all, the issue is our system. It's not the players. The fact that our fast bowlers get injured and then come back and they're never the same is a fault of the system. It's not their fault. Like, look at Bumrah. He's better than he's ever been. He was out. Our guys come back. Naseem Shah, they come back. They're just never Shah Afridi. Then they're never the same.
They're never the same.
And so it really upset me that they did that. Like, if you look at how India approaches, they all those players play with such confidence. Like, I'm an actor, right? For me, the most important thing I can have is safety to fail. I have to feel like I'm going to try something here. If it doesn't work, it has to be okay that it didn't work because we'll do something else. The way the Indian players bat, like look at how Abhishek Sharma bats, right? He doesn't bat with any fear because he knows he's supported. Same way as,
Sanju
like-
Samson just blew out the tournament.
yeah, insane. Shivam Dubey, like look at his bat swing. That's not the bat swing of someone who's worried about getting fined.
Yeah.
And ours is like the exact opposite. So that made me really, really angry.
Yeah.
Their poor performance has to do with the system. It doesn't have to do with them. It's not like suddenly we don't have talent there anymore. We really do. Like look at, Saim he's bowling well, but he hasn't come back from his injury either.
We have on our podcast a running gag called the Karachi Agenda because we really love Karachi players.
And Saim is also from the same neighborhood as us in Karachi.
Yeah.
Where?
Gulistan
Gulistan
Johar.
Johar.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I lived in Clifton.
But
But it was before it became fancy, just so you
Okay.
know.
all right.
All
So we
right.
were like always the guys that were like pull ke us par. We're going to
The
Clifton.
Burger Boys are.
We're going to defense.
Yeah,
for
you're
food.
going to the Burger Boys.
Yeah. And so Saim was from our neighborhood, and like he was like the front poster for the
Of
Karachi
course.
agenda. Like this is the guy that represents Karachi. He's gonna do wonders. for
Modern
us.
day cricket.
Well, I think
And
is
then-
still the future. He's still our future. Like, I think he's the guy who really has to of all the players in our team, he's like if I think of who are going to be the best batters of this next generation, it's it's going to be like Harry Brook, Rachin
Shubman Gill?
Ravindra, Shubman Gill, and I hope Saim.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is there, but those are the guys. That I see
Jaiswal
that-
from India as well.
Oh yeah, we can go
Yeah,
down.
that's
the
right. And
list.
that what's his name, Vaibhav, that little
Suryavanshi.
14-year-old?
Oh, yeah, he's crazy.
Why don't we have that?
Yeah.
We need
ruined
that.
him.
He's like 15 years old.
Yeah, I know.
scary.
And he's hitting huge sixes. That's the thing. Our guys, like the mechanics of our swing are not there. Like who has a good, like even, I'm trying to think.
Hassan Nawaz has a good swing.
Yeah, but
He used to.
Hassan Nawaz has a good swing, but he's like almost Tulibas sometimes.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like his 2 centuries are like, I hope he's great. Those are like the luckiest centuries I've ever seen in my life.
Are you following like Pakistan domestically? Are you following the T20 Cup right now? That's going on.
No, I'm gonna watch the PSL.
The PSL. Okay, what's your PSL team?
I like them all up. I don't love. I like Multan
Okay,
because I like Rizwan.
all right.
I thought he was a good captain, but then even Rizwan, his technique is not great.
So, what's your opinion on the whole Rizbar thing in T20s specifically?
I don't think Babar should be in T20. I think we ruined his game by forcing him into T20. He just looks like a different player now.
Yeah,
It's really a shame. I can't think of a talent we've squandered more. I mean, obviously, Mohammad Amir, all these people. We
Yeah.
ruined careers. But he was a guy who was like at the top of his game, and we kind of like ruined him. And I think he also didn't do well to keep evolving his game, right?
Mm.
So
still a solid ODI player in my opinion.
yeah, but you look at someone like, like KL Rahul, right? He learned how to adapt to T20.
Goalie,
and
man.
his-
Well, even
yeah,
Steve
well,
Smith
goalie,
recently at the Big
so
Bash, he was
you
just
can't-
like smashing
I
sixes.
know all these guys, they all figured out how to do it. And Babar just didn't. And Babar had great technique. Rizwan never did. Rizwan has the slog sweep. And even when he's driving, he's like always falling over,
yeah.
It looks good if it's a 4, but it looks very bad if
When
it's
he gets
not.
squared up, yeah.
Yeah.
I think even recently, Babar's technique that used to be so good has now been a bit overexposed. I think he's
Yeah.
trying to hit the ball really hard these days with the bottom hand coming through.
Which I
Yeah.
did a whole like breakdown.
I did a whole video of like his technique before and after, and I sent that clip to someone in the Pakistan management. And
Bashar
they,
has connections.
and they were like, Babar's issue is more mental than it is technical.
I want to get a
it's-
message across. This is the guy, by the way.
Well, here's the problem that happens, right? Like, I think there are always going to be mental issues. People are always going to go through confidence, down on confidence, out of form. All that stuff is going to happen. The way you come back from that is by falling back on your technique. You have to have good technique, right?
Yeah.
So, like, again, not to relate to my own life again, if I'm acting in something, I'm going in, and even if I've done enough prep that even if I'm not at my best that day, with my prep, I know the scene will be a B plus. It may not get to an A star, as you say, but I go in ready. Like my worst version will be a B plus. But if you don't have the technique, if you haven't done that prep, if you haven't studied tape, if you hadn't studied where these bowlers like to bowl, all that stuff, who the good fielders are, all that stuff. If you haven't done that, then if you're out of form, it's very hard to get back into form.
With so much data in cricket now, there's literally like ball by ball tracking on every single batsman. And there's this software called CricViz, which will tell you exactly what is this batsman's hot zone, what is his weak zone. So if you aren't adapting and evolving, you'll be
I
exposed
feel
very
like
quickly.
our guys don't really use that information. Like, well, other teams know, like, it goes to this fielder, that's a single, that's not 2. We seem to not understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like our system is really, really broken. That's what makes me really sad right now is I don't see how we get out of it.
I think there was a little bit of glimpse of what you're talking about, what both of you guys are talking about in the Pakistan-India game in the first over where Agha came to bowl and he just got
Who
Abhishek out.
did?
Salman Agha. He came to bowl
Yes.
against Abhishek, got Abhishek out. He was a duck, I believe.
I think he had like 3 ducks or something.
3
right?
ducks. And I was like, that's how I know that someone's telling these guys how to like field position, bowl, matchups and all that. And then after that, it was like, where did that all of that expertise go?
In that India game, the entire hype before the game was around Usman Tariq, his action, the delay. We saw Sky in the training, like practice that delay to
I
his
saw
batsman.
that.
And we brought him on in the 11th over when
I
Ishan
know,
Kishan
they
scored like
wait too
77.
long. They wait too long. That was the thing. Like, obviously, you go in with a strategy, but then you have to have match awareness and see, like, okay, situation has changed. How do we change our strategy? You don't have to stick to it. They brought Usman Tariq in too late. The problem with Usman Tariq, and he played for the Quetta Gladiators, right? So I loved him, but I was like, he's got a lot of variation, but I was like, I'm afraid once teams figure him out, there's not going to be, it's just going to get a lot easier to bat against him.
Mm.
To his credit, he has a lot of variation. His delivery angle changes, all
Did you see
that
the
stuff.
2 elbow thing?
I saw the 2 elbow thing. Of course, that made me really angry that people were. There's nothing wrong with his action. His action is completely legal.
Yeah.
It's been proven. But yeah, exactly. Why bring him in the 11th over? Bring him in earlier.
I think they were trying to use him like how we used to use Haris Rauf.
Yeah.
How it was like just basically death bowling last 11 to 18.
Yeah, you have to change strategy,
Yeah.
right? And so that was really upsetting that they held him on for so long. And the other thing is our thing was always pace bowling, right? Like we had the best paces in the world. Who do we have now that can hang with that?
Our pace trio of Naseem, Shaheen, and Haris Rauf, they've all had injuries in the past few years. And like you said, they haven't come back to their best potential since then.
Haris is the only one who can still bowl pace to the same pace that he did before. He always had like weaknesses. He's fast. He's our fastest bowler. But Naseem didn't come back to his pace. Shaheen didn't. Every now and then we get glimpses of what Shaheen was, and we get so excited, and then it's back to normal. I also with him, people say that. I don't want to rip on anybody, but you have to keep evolving.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
Like we keep talking about this in the podcast. Like stagnation is actually a regression because game is moving forward so fast that
So
you're just
fast.
staying put. Like
I mean, how
2020
is it that none of our guys can play the
lap shot?
scoops and lap shots, and everybody else is doing it? Reverse sweeps, nobody does it.
Because one guy who could, Saim Ayub, we labeled him as a no-look guy, and now the no-look thing is in his head.
Yeah, I hate the no-look shot.
Really?
I hate it.
Stylish.
It's stylish, and then did you see when he got bowled? And that looks horrible.
Yeah, it looks bad when you get
it looks bad.
But that's the same thing you're talking about the no fear thing. So we need to instill the confidence in him to execute those, as opposed to like dock him for like trying and then getting out and looking ugly.
Yeah, and I think for him, for a long time, people knew that like his hooks and pulls were strong, but that's where he would also get out.
Yeah,
I think he's fixed that a little bit, but I think part of his issue is since his bat speed wasn't back to what it was for a long time, and I think that's a confidence thing. His bat speed was down. You could just see that he wasn't after his injury because he was so good before that.
Sometimes when I get down, I just like play the Stark versus Saim Ayub thing on YouTube and just like what a time when he hit like him. He was hitting him like 7-10 rows in the stands, man.
It was amazing. I still think he's our future. The other
I hope
guy,
you're right.
Huh?
I hope you're right.
Especially in ODIs.
You guys don't agree?
I think the thing with Saim is that we've backed Saim for so long, and like this is probably the only precedent of Pakistan backing a guy for such a long time.
That's right.
Almost 70 games in T20s, right? And he's yet to show up in big tournaments like the Asia Cup or the World Cup. So we're kind of losing patience on the whole Saim thing. So
how old is he? Like 23?
He's in his
young.
mid-20s, yeah.
He's young.
Yeah, I think he's still. I mean, when you see him bat when he's good, nobody. I mean, he can hang with anybody else in the world. So I think we have to continue backing him.
We met Saim in Florida last year. Pakistan was over playing West Indies in Florida, and we flew in. And we met him, and we talked to him, and this man is like 100% committed to the game. That's what I loved. Like he zeroed in. We were talking to him about Karachi. He's like, आप मुझे इसलिए नहीं पसंद करें क्योंकि मैं कराची से हूँ, आप इसलिए पसंद करें क्योंकि मैं अच्छा खेलता हूँ.
Huh.
I've heard that before.
He's reading like self-improvement books and stuff, so he's locked in.
Yeah. So I have faith that he'll come back and he'll be really good because he looks good. He's got decent technique. He's very, very talented. So
I wanted to finish just on the whole school thing real quick.
Of course.
From Michael's, you went to KGS, right?
Yes.
And you and I, one of the first conversations we had in the DMs was, "Oh, I hate KGS. I really want to talk about
I did
that."
not have a good time at KGS. Now
Please
I have a
elaborate.
lot of people. I do shows here. Whenever like I see a Desi coming up to me with like too much confidence, I'm like, "You're KGS, aren't you?" I never had a good time there. I still am friends with like my friends from KGS, but we were like the group of people who were not. I was bullied a lot. They called us newcomers because we were, and it just, you never shook that. I still hold it against people who were like bullies to me. Like now, some people be like, "Oh, I know this guy from," I'm like, he was my oppressor, I literally said that and I wasn't joking. So I have very, very poor memories of KGS. I was miserable my entire time there. I didn't like the teachers. I didn't like most of the other kids. I did not have a good time there. Obviously, it's very elitist. So I want to make it clear right now. My heart is St. Michael's. It is
Yes.
not KGS. And I'm not going to go on a podcast hosted by two KGS people and say the opposite. I've said it to their, when they come up to me, I'm like, I hated KGS. I'm not saying anything about the school. Obviously, it's a good school. It's got a good reputation. It is what it is. I was never happy there. I never liked it there. Like, of course, I grew up in Clifton. I'm a burger, but not like these guys,
Yeah,
you
these
know?
guys are next level.
Yeah, and they have so much money, and a lot of the money comes from corruption. You know, a lot of them were like military kids whose, you know, parents were supposed to, or whose grandfather was supposed to like supply water to an area, and they sold tankers, and that's how they made their money.
Yeah.
I knew kids who were flying to Dubai to get suits made for prom or whatever it was
Yeah.
called. It wasn't called prom. I forget what it was
Farewell?
called. Huh?
A
Farewell?
bonfire, farewell.
It was like, there was a specific name for it.
It's
It
a
wasn't
KGS
fair.
thing?
It was a KGS thing.
Because in
yeah.
St. Michael's, we had like farewell night and then we had
Yeah, that
bonfire
was
night.
really fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun. So I loved my time at KGS. I never liked going to school. You know,
Yeah.
I studied a lot, got good grades.
You had a bit about trying to be cool. Was that about KGS?
That was about KGS. In St. Michael's, I was good because I was nerdy, but I was friends with sort of everybody. Everybody liked me. I got detention once in recess, like we couldn't leave, and after school. And it was like me and all the bad kids. You know that movie Breakfast Club?
Yes.
Yes.
It was like that.
Yes.
And so I became friend with like the gundas and stuff
Yeah.
too, you know? and they all loved me. And so I was great. Like I wasn't cool or anything, but you know, I had my group of friends. And then when I got to KGS, suddenly I was like nerd. Nobody liked me. They made fun of me. And I really, really genuinely hated it. I hated what they think they are, all
Yes.
that stuff,
Totally.
you know? But they all go and get the same jobs. Like,
We used to go from Gulistan and Johor to St. Michael's, and our van used to have KGS kids because they're like right across from each other. And like we would be standing normally, and these guys would have the biggest swagger,
yes.
like the biggest, like
Oh,
bottom is the word I want to use.
Akkad.
Akkad. I'm like, what is
Akkad,
this?
yeah.
We're going on the same van. We live in the same mohalla. What are you talking
Nope.
about?
They're talking in English amongst each other.
Yeah, we're talking in Urdu.
yeah,
We're making like
bilkul.
fart jokes, and they're like,
Yeah,
Listening
bilkul.
to Jerry
Yeah, they're
Seinfeld.
very snobby.
Yeah.
I don't want to rip on the institution. Obviously, it's historic. I had a miserable time there.
but your story, all the friends that went to KGS and all the people that I know that got out of KGS from that system, from like the O levels, and then we're going to do A levels KGS, and they're going to go miserable.
They didn't like
Something
it.
happens there in those 2 years. They don't come out
The
unscathed.
people who go from O level somewhere else into
Yes.
A level to KGS,
Yes.
yeah, they don't like us coming in.
Yeah.
And there were some that, you know, got through. Like I'm friends with the guy. His name's Faisal. And I'm still friends with him. He was at St. Michael's with me.
Okay.
And then,
Maybe that's why.
yeah. But when he got to KGS, he was accepted by
Okay,
people
so he
like
thrived.
him. Yeah, because he was, you know, he was very, very smart. Like his SATs were like, you know, set a record, whatever. And my cousin was also from St. Michael's, went there a year above me, had a great time there. So some people have made the transition. I did not. I was very shy. I was very quiet, very nerdy. And I really, really, really did not like it. And I've only in the last few years when people come up to me and were like, KGS, I'm like, you know.
No, St. Michael's only.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because, again, one of the first conversations we ever had on DMs was about this. And I was like, we're going to be just fine together.
Yeah, I just found it to be very, you know, all the things we said.
Okay. I want to thank you for clearing that air, by the way. And also, KGS kids don't come up to us.
You can come up to me, just know that I'm not impressed that you went to KGS. Is this going to get me in trouble?
I
What do
hope
you guys,
not.
I bet you guys, a lot of your listeners are KGS.
A lot of our listeners are the Pakistani diaspora people, like
Yeah.
UK, Australia, Canada, US.
but the KGS kids don't leave Pakistan because of the whole thing you talked about.
They don't leave Pakistan.
Other kids leave
That's
Pakistan.
right. You know, I do want to go back and like see them and be like,
How? You've not been
I
back.
have not been back in a
Why?
while. Okay. Honestly, I've been a little. My parents go back. I've been a little scared to go back.
Why?
I don't know. Just being sort of a little bit known. You know, I'm just afraid of being targeted or something.
Okay.
If you do go back, what's the first thing you want to eat there?
Buns Road.
Yeah.
Let's go. Bun kebabs.
Yeah, bun kebab. I think that suta kebab with the dhaga in it.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I would
kebab.
eat first. That's what I mean.
We need to get you back in Karachi. man.
Karachi has the best food in the
It
world.
does.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
But
really
we need
does.
to get you back there. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know my parents go every other year.
You
and
should
they're
go
like,
with us. We know people.
When are you going to go?
We'll go whenever you want to go. I just had a baby, so give me like 6 months.
Okay,
But
I can go. I'm free.
Mubarak.
thank you.
6 months. I could probably go like, December or January.
That's a really good
because
time.
that's when my work isn't. Yeah,
It's
I
a
know
really
because
good time.
there's no load shedding. Is load shedding
It's
still
also
happening?
the weather is really good at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's cool. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You don't want to go in the summer.
We
but-
should go. We should go.
I would love to go. But that's when the industry's not working. Usually from like December, like 15th to January 15th, nothing's shooting. So
That's actually the perfect time.
that's
Shadi
when I have
season,
time
You get
off.
really good food. It's cool in Karachi. People are nicer, chiller.
yeah.
We should talk off air about this.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
go to Buns Road first.
so-
I watch a lot of like YouTube Karachi street food
Who
channels.
do you watch? You know Irfan Janejo?
Who?
Irfan Janejo.
Mm-mm.
You have to get on Irfan Janejo if you like Karachi street food.
He's-
He's the guy.
He's
the
got a
king.
YouTube thing?
He's a huge YouTuber, but he's sort of shifted towards Instagram right now. I'll give you his handle.
Yeah, please
He's
do.
he's like the Prince of Karachi,
Okay.
honestly.
All
And
right.
he shoots. He's like one of the biggest vloggers, one of the biggest internet personalities.
Okay.
Really good friend of the podcast, and you should watch
His
stuff.
clips will want you to go to Karachi
Like right now.
immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
really
please hook me up.
So how do you follow? Do you follow Pakistani pop culture at all?
Not really, not very
Like,
much.
do you know who Hani Amir is?
No.
Do you know
Music?
No.
No.
This is great. This is great content, by the way. Do you know who Tala Anjum is?
No.
Can you say Kontalha?
Kontalha.
Okay, great.
Okay.
This is viral immediately.
Kontalha.
Talha Anjum is a rapper.
Yeah, I don't follow Pakistani music.
had-
I'm not big into music at all. I grew
Okay.
up without music, so music isn't really in my life.
So Tala Anjum and Tala Yunus are a duo, young stunners. We're just educating you in real time. I love this. The biggest pop artists of the past 15 years coming out of Pakistan.
Are those two?
Those two.
Spotify's most streamed artist in Pakistan for like 2 years in a row.
Okay.
They started a genre called Urdu hip hop, Urdu rap.
Uh-huh.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's like Drake.
I'll listen to it.
I
I'll
will-
listen to
we'll
it.
get
I
you on
just
it.
don't have music in my life. Yeah.
We need to get you
But
on Tala Anjum.
I'll get into it. Yeah.
And then you obviously know who Atif Aslam is.
who?
Atif Aslam?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Who's
okay.
Atif
This
Aslam?
is- Are you serious right now?
Is he a musician?
Are you serious right now?
yeah.
Are you doing a bit?
No.
You don't know who Atif Aslam is?
No.
You've never heard Adat? Ab to Adat si hai mujhko aise jeene mein?
No. I
Oh,
don't
God.
listen to music.
Okay.
I don't even listen to American music.
Okay.
Did you have any Pakistani stand-up comedians that you looked up to when growing up? Like Umar Sharif or Moin Akhtar? Did you know who?
Yes, I loved Moin Akhtar. Actually, it was either BVS St. Michael's. I went to school. I was in a class with his son, Mansoor Akhtar.
Moin
Nice.
Akhtar's son.
Moin
Wow.
Akhtar's son. I was a big Moin Akhtar fan.
Yes.
Umar Sharif, I always thought was a little too crude for me. I
Yeah.
was like, a sensitive little boy.
He was
But
mean.
Moin Akhtar was amazing. He passed away.
Yeah.
Passed away very young. I don't know if you guys know, like the first concert I ever went to was Vital Signs. I'm
Oh,
sure
yes.
you know who
Yeah.
Junaid Jamshed is.
Of course.
So
Okay,
I
good.
knew that Strings later. And then I talked to like Janoon. I know that. Like, are those guys still
Yeah.
at
Yes.
it?
Yep.
Janoon is still at it. Strings broke up, so they're doing their individual thing now.
And that was Masud Akhtar's son, right? What's his name?
No, that
Anwar
was
Maksud.
Anwar Maksud's son.
Anwar Maksud's son. That's
Yes.
right. Anwar Maksud's son.
Yes.
Bilal Maksud.
Bilal
Yes.
Maksud.
Yeah.
yes.
So I used to, very familiar with Anwar Maksud. So the 80s, 90s Pakistan culture I know very well. But
Were you
since-
ever into like loose talk? This was probably after you moved away, but that was like the Anwar Maksud, a Moin Akhtar show. They did like 800 episodes, and Moin Akhtar would like be a new character every single episode.
I know this show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great stuff, right?
Moin Akhtar was a genius.
Yes.
Moin Akhtar was a genius. He was probably my favorite. But there was a guy I went to in St. Michael's in my class called Saad Haroon. Do you know who that is?
Yes, you went to
Yeah.
St. Michael's?
St. Michael's.
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah, stand-up
Yes.
comedian Saad Haroon. We were in the same class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you connected with him?
I haven't talked to him in a long time, but
I've
we
seen
talked to
him
him a
every now
few
and then.
years ago. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have to pause the podcast one more time to tell you about our friends at LemFi. Here at Backward Point, we are obsessed with rates. You guys know this. Strike rates, economy rates, and now exchange rates. And with LemFi, you get some of the best exchange rates in the market right now. When you send over a certain amount, you get 0 transfers, and their lightning speed will get the money on the other side as quick as possible. And guess what? With our exclusive code, you can get 10% cash back on your first transaction for up to $50. That means you send $500 back home, you get $50 back. You send £500 back home, you get £50 back, and so on and so forth. So use our exclusive code BP50, that's BP50, right now to get that exclusive offer. Stop losing money to hidden fees. Download the LemFi app right now on the App Store or the Google Play Store and send money the smart way. Use our code BP50 right now to get some cash back. I'll wait. Wow.
What's the stand-up scene in Karachi, in Pakistan?
So it's booming. There is some life, some pulse. There's a lot of new artists showing up. You know who Tabish Hashmi is? He
No.
hosts a show on Geo. He is probably
Stand-up?
He hosts like a talk show, but he
Yeah.
comes from stand-up.
Yeah.
He's actually from Canada as well. He's probably the smartest, funniest man in Pakistan right now.
Okay,
And
you have to hook me up with
I
these
will.
guys.
He does the show with Muhammad Amir and Ahmed Shahzad about cricket. I don't know if
Okay.
you follow that. That
During the
comes
World
in
Cup.
feed.
Muhammad Amir, the bowler?
Bowler.
Yeah, he does a TV show now.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Well, we gotta get you on the
No.
Pakistani pop culture, man. Tabish, you gotta watch. He's really funny.
Yeah, I don't.
Really quick.
This is gonna sound very weird. I don't watch any stand up. Because my life, I started doing stand up in 2002. I've seen enough stand up for my, I've opened mics for years, doing shows, all that stuff. I started watching a little bit because I didn't do stand up for like 10 years and then I started up again. I did the new special. For that, I watched a little bit, but I mostly watch movies and TV shows. I don't really listen to music. I don't watch stand up. I have a very small life.
I mean, I love that for you. It's very delicate.
It's
but
a very.
we will try to like widen your aperture.
Yeah,
with the
please
Pakistani
do.
stuff.
Because please do
Yes.
Pakistani stuff because I have a very disciplined life. I go to bed at 8:30 p.m. I wake up at 5 because I have to be here at 10 to write.
You
so.
emailed me once at 6 a.m. and I was like,
Yeah, I wake up really early. I work out. I have breakfast with my wife. I work out. I do other work, and then I come here and do this work. My life is my wife and my work, and that's kind of it.
I love that.
8:30 p.m. for us is dinner time, and then
I know.
9:30 is cha time.
I know. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing when Emily goes to visit my family in Toronto or New Jersey or anywhere, we don't have dinner till 9,
Yeah.
and I love it. And then at midnight, you go get ice cream.
Yes.
somewhere.
In Toronto,
Yeah.
have you been to Ridgeway Plaza?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is.
I'm trying to remember what's the Karachi place over there?
There's so many Karachi places. Karachi barbecue, Karachi nihari,
I'm trying to remember what it was
Karachi
called.
kebab.
I think it was Karachi kebab. I
Okay.
went with my whole family there,
Yeah.
and they had the dhaga kebab, the
Okay.
sita
Right.
kebab that I'm
you
talking
can get
about.
really good Karachi food in Toronto now.
Yeah,
Like there's a place
it's amazing.
in Ajax. I don't want to out it because it's my like Karachi roll place.
Okay.
I want to gatekeep it a little bit, but La Roche in Ajax, you come to Toronto, we take you out. You can't sit. It's
Yeah.
like a hole in the wall. But Uncle's from,
Kebab.
Like it's a
in
paratha,
Ajax.
paratha
It's
roll.
not in Saga.
It's the
It's in
paratha
Ajax.
with the kebab inside chutney.
Like Uncle's
Okay.
from Gulsana Johar as well. Bihari uncle.
Okay.
Best Bihari kebabs and best tandoori chicken rolls
Yeah.
in the world. I
Yeah.
will bet my life on it.
So it's Karai Boys like too corporate.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It's-
Kai Boys
it's like
is
a chain,
McDonald's
right?
now.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
was-
franchise now.
But it's amazing that you guys have that.
Yeah.
We don't have any good desi food here. There's one place here actually that you guys should go to if you have time. Although you have so much better food.
Yeah.
But this place is really good. It's called Biryani Kebab House. It's actually pretty close to here.
Okay.
It's a guy from Kolkata, like my family, who then moved to Karachi. So it's like, biryani with aloo in it, which
All
is
right.
my thing. That's how
noticed in
my
the Big
grandmother
Stick,
made it.
You put that in the movie.
Yes.
And when in the end when Anupam Kher
Yeah. What?
comes in,
Yeah.
and he's like, by the way, your mom put aloo in the biryani.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a very Karachi.
That's a very Karachi thing, and
Yeah.
that's how I like my biryani.
Yeah.
And so this place has it.
What's
It's
your
really
current
good.
fitness regime? How do you still indulge in biryanis?
Yeah, I'm mostly very careful about what I eat. This week, I presented at the Oscars this week. And
Really?
So, yeah.
When
And
did that
so-
happen?
Huh?
I didn't notice that. I didn't see that anywhere.
I know. I had a good moment because I got the tie. It was pretty exciting.
I was stressed out for you for a second.
I was stressful.
I
But I
was like,
love
oh.
the stress. I love it because, all those shows, it's so easy to everyone just comes and reads and walks off. So something like new happening, I love it, especially as like a comedian. Something like you're like, oh my God, now something's happening that we nobody expected. It
Yeah.
like wakes the room up.
I think that's a very Karachi thing, by the way. Karachi mein
The
hartal
chaos,
hui,
the drama.
hartal hui, shut her down.
Hartal.
Guys are on the street. Bro, hartal ho gayi hai. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
go
It was
home.
so exciting.
So that's like
I
a-
know Hartal was the best. my
School's
dad
off.
would. I know. My dad would come home and like, it's too much hangama. We're not
Yes.
going to. Oh,
Yes.
the best. I mean, awful. People are
Yeah,
getting
people
hurt.
are getting hurt.
Yeah.
But I remember I was in Karachi in 2016. I was staying at my aunt's and I wanted to stay over at my friend's house. And so we just called her like, yo, Karachi, Clifton mein fighting ho rahi hai, so
Yeah.
nahi aa sakta. And I stayed over with my friend.
Yeah.
Like, I stay there. Come in the morning.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah.
But anyways,
With
yes.
the Oscars, we said if it was a tie and it was a cricket, it could have been a super over.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys did comment on
We
that.
did, yes.
Yeah. I remember that. So leading up to the Oscars, I was like my diet, everything. And then this week after the Oscars, I was like, I'm going to give myself this week to eat whatever I want. For me, Pakistani food is the one food that I really cannot resist. So if there's biryani in front of me, then I cannot stop eating it.
Yeah.
So, but this place, Biryani Kebab House, is really good. Everything else is pretty like Americanized, like it's not like authentic.
When you visit your mom in Jersey, does she
Yes.
allow you to like keep your fitness?
No. No. I don't want it.
Okay.
When I'm there, I eat whatever she makes for me. And then we go out. Jersey has a lot of great desi restaurants. Nothing like Toronto, but pretty good. Like a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And, for them over there, driving an hour to a restaurant at 9 p.m. is totally normal.
Yeah.
So.
We had Usman Khwaja on the podcast a couple of years ago, and he was at the time.
Usman Khwaja?
Usman Khwaja.
He comments on my Instagram.
I
It's
know.
so exciting.
He's great.
I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. He's
Yeah.
the nicest guy.
He
We did an
seems
hour and a
amazing.
half podcast, and he talked to us for another hour. About
He's
kids.
amazing.
Yeah.
Best.
So he was telling us how he was an Australian test player at the time, and he would visit his mom, and his mom would not understand his fitness, his diet plan.
Yeah.
And she would just want to make him eat rotis and
Yeah,
parathe
that's
and
what this
keemas
is.
and
That's what
rice.
this is. Keema. My wife, Emily, who's white from North Carolina, loves Pakistani food, and her favorites are halim,
Oh,
keema, and nihari.
she likes the tough ones.
She likes the tough
to make.
one. Yeah.
Did you ever have one of those Halim nights in Karachi with your friends with the big dish?
Of course.
The ghota
Of
all
course.
night?
It's the best.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
getting halim, on the street was the best.
The
Like
best,
with
yeah,
the limbu on it. Yeah.
Let's take the turn back to cricket because we have to. Let's do the good moments. I want to run you down some only 3 iconic moments in sort of Pakistan's history, and you tell me where you were and how
Yeah.
you reacted. So 1992 ODI World Cup.
Yes. I remember, obviously, our team was amazing. I think it was the first time I'd seen Aqib Javed bowling a lot of slower balls. That was the first time I'd seen somebody really bowling slower balls. Now, there are fast bowlers who just bowl slower balls. So that was really exciting. It's also the first time I remember teams starting to really take advantage of the first 15 overs. So there was a New Zealand player, I think, called Mark Greatbatch. Do you remember him?
Maybe he does.
He had a little period where he was not a Tulebaz, but he was the one who started really hitting in the first 15 overs because we would always play really slow in the first 15. He started smashing. So that was really exciting to watch. Obviously Imran Khan, but Wasim Akram was my favorite. And then the finals were against England and he got 2-2.
We actually just met Wasim a couple of weeks ago, maybe end of January.
Wasim Bhai?
Wasim Bhai. And Bashar made a video, we do these explainer videos, and Bashar made a video on that got played at the event he was at. And he was just I couldn't
It was
believe
so surreal. We were at a charity event, 200 people in the crowd, and Wasim Akram was sitting there watching me explain his
how
bowling
he
to
got those
him.
2 wickets.
And I was like, wow. And it was Wasim and Waqar. And the segment was that Waqar was supposed to comment on Wasim's moment. And Waqar's like, iske baad mein kya bolu? And I was like, wow,
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
That's the highlight. Oh my God.
I think life peaked
How
there.
were they? How was Wasim and Waqar?
Yo, Wasim is insanely funny, by the way.
He has phenomenal
Very
stories.
funny.
I watch, their show during the World Cup.
Yeah,
that
the
happened.
Pavilion.
Yeah, the
They didn't have it
Pavilion's
this
great.
season,
They
but
didn't
it's
have
really
it.
good.
Yeah, they didn't have it this year. Why did they not?
I think
Change
it's
channels?
a rights issue.
It's like ARY.
Yeah,
yeah.
ARY buys the rights, they can do the show, that sort of
Right.
thing.
But
Yeah.
Wasim Bhai we've heard great stories about him. We met him just for a few minutes, but really funny, really, really a lively character.
Yeah,
And
amazing.
has so hilarious stories, pretty dark stories. He told a story on our show once that one day his mom took him and the siblings to his nanny's house, and then they never went back for 5 years. And 5 years later, they realized, oh, mom and dad are split.
Oh,
And I was like, wow. And then he was laughing at it. Me and Bashar were like,
wow, that's pretty intense.
that was pretty dark.
Yeah, so that pace attack that we had, that was 92, but when it was Wasim, Waqar, and Shoaib Akhtar, that was
Did you go out in
unbelievable.
the streets in 92 to celebrate? Was that a thing?
Yeah. So I remember, we'd get up early in the morning to watch. And the day of the final, our teacher set a test because she was like, you have to come. Everybody has to come. And the whole class decided there were 42 kids. 2 kids showed up that day. And the teacher never brought it up again. She wasn't makeup test or anything. She's like, you're right. You guys win that round. I think the final wasn't that close, but the semifinal, I think New Zealand was closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the highlights. It was absolutely, absolutely incredible.
What about the 2009 T20 World Cup?
I didn't really watch it very much.
So you missed the whole Afridi era? Is that what you're telling me?
Shahid Afridi?
Yeah.
No, I watched a lot of Shahid Afridi, but I would say from mid 2000s, when I first started doing stand-up in Chicago, I kind of fell away from cricket and my life just became doing stand-up all the time. It's all because I had an office job, so I'd go 9 to 6 and then I would do stand-up at night, and that's kind of all I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Shahid Afridi era is like my definitive era. It's
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
I watched the beginning of his, and he was absolutely incredible. I mean,
That's my guy.
nobody like him. He was absolutely
I think he changed Pakistan
I
cricket.
think he still has the fastest spin ball ever bowled, right?
118 or 120
Against
New
34,
Zealand?
actually.
Oh, my bad.
Against New
Yes.
Zealand.
134.
There was also an over
Please
that he
take
bowled
that.
against India in a test match. It was like a day 5 dead rubber match, and he opened the bowling to VVS Lakshman.
Yeah, he bowled
Bowling
fast.
medium pace. Like
Last over of the
125, 120 kilometers.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I modeled my entire like cricketing stuff on him, like leg spin, Shahid Afridi.
Of course.
In 2011, he had like the blonde streak and the
Yeah,
short
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
I wanted to like open the batting as well, like Afridi, just go tulla. And
Yeah.
So my entire cricketing like thing is Afridi.
Yeah,
the
he
goat
was
for me.
amazing. He changed Pakistan
And then
cricket.
semi-final, he did this Imran Khan thing for 2009, where he came in one down, scored a 50, semi-final, won against South Africa, came in one down, scored a 50 against Sri Lanka, won against, and that's
Amazing.
the best thing ever. All right, 2017 Champions Trophy, Pakistan versus India. Where were you?
I wasn't watching.
It seems like you've missed some of the really highlight moments, and you've been following recently. We had a lot of heartbreaks recently.
Yeah, I know. I came back for us to be bad.
Yes.
No, when I came back to watching, Riz Babar were like the number one and number 2 batsmen in the world.
Okay, so
So-
2021-22 is where you sort of came back.
Yeah, so I think I started up again in like the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I didn't really watch any cricket for like good 10, 15 years. I didn't watch any sports.
Do you go back and watch the highlights of the 2009 and 2017?
No, I haven't.
Do you know the Amir getting Kohli out twice thing, right?
What?
So Amir
Mohammad Amir?
Yeah, he outswing Virat Kohli, edged, Azhar Ali drops it on first slip. And then next ball, another outswing, he sort of comes for a drive, top edges it to backward point, and Shadab catches it. You've seen this
No.
sequence.
We'll send you a 45-minute highlight
Yeah,
of
please
this final.
do.
It will
Please
blow
do.
your mind.
Yeah,
Like,
please
Amir
do.
basically got Kohli out twice in 2 balls.
It's pretty amazing.
final.
We really ruined his career. He
He
was
did a little bit
really
of
good.
it,
I
so.
mean, yeah, but he was like a kid. I mean, how old was he when he got that ban?
17.
17? I mean,
18.
that's awful.
Yeah.
Again, it's our system,
Yeah.
So yeah, I stopped watching cricket for a very long time, and now I've sort of, I mean, part of it was, I had a lot of like, in this business, there's a lot of anxiety and stuff. It's a very stressful thing, and I realized like, I need to find. I had no hobbies. My whole life was work, and then I was like, I need to have hobbies where I can get invested in something that doesn't really affect my life too directly, and then this affects my life way more than anything else does.
Absolutely.
It's too heartbreaking.
Elijah, just around, we're good? We're rolling? Okay, awesome.
We also found, because we moved to Canada when I was 14, you were 16, that to stay connected to Pakistan, there's 3 ways.
That's right.
Politics, sports, music. We choose to do sports and music.
Yeah, I think
Politics
politics is stay away from it.
It's
Yeah,
quite
sure.
chaotic.
Although there's overlap. Cricket
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Sadly, there's Pakistan cricket politics overlap.
Yeah, our current chairman. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
interior minister too.
So we did a little bit of the highlights, only 3 highlights, unfortunately. You want to go through the heartbreak moments
Sure.
from the 90s? 96 ODI World Cup quarterfinal. Thoughts?
Which one?
96 ODI World Cup quarterfinal, Pakistan versus India. Did you catch that game?
Remind me. Yes, of course
it was
I watched
the
it.
famous.
I remember the good. I don't remember
It was
the
the game
bad.
where Wasim Akram got injured before the toss,
Oh.
and Waqar Yunus got smashed by Ajay Dajia.
and
I
there was
remember
it was
this.
the Shrikant moment where
Yeah, Amir Sohail and
Amir
Shrikant had that
Sohail.
moment where he hit him
Yes.
for a few boundaries, and then he's
And
like,
he
"I'm
did
going to
the
hit you there
point of it.
again." Next ball gets bowled.
I think that was Venkatesh Prasad.
It was.
It was.
yes,
I remember that. It was awful because I loved Amir Sohail. I loved him because he was, obviously a very flashy batsman, but also he had that anger, and so I loved that he was like so demonstrative. But I remember that he hit him for a 4 and he pointed, and then the next ball he got bowled, and then Venkatesh Prasad pointed, and that was truly, truly heartbreaking. I haven't thought about it in years until you just brought it up. Really, really awful.
There's more where that comes from. 99 ODI World Cup final.
Tell me about it.
Pakistan versus Australia in England. Wasim Akram captaining. It rained the night before. Wasim Akram won the toss and chose to bat, and Pakistan bowled out 150.
Ugh.
Right, something like that.
Less than that.
Less than that.
And that was like our
Yes,
all-star team: Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, Abdullah Razak,
Shahid
Shahid
Afridi,
Afridi,
the best
Saeed
Pakistan
Anwar, Abdul Razak,
Yeah.
Shoaib Akhtar.
Yeah, best Pakistan team on
Suqlan
paper,
Mushtaq.
off paper.
Saeed Anwar, probably our best opener of all time.
100%.
For sure.
Most
Yeah.
centuries right now. Babar is tied with him though in ODI.
Man, Babar, how long has it been since like 3 years he was good? He was
He-
good 3 years ago?
He hit a century last year, which was after 3 years, but his peak was 2019 to 23. I would say those 4 years were just lights out,
Yeah.
insane.
Your special was called Night Thoughts, and so we have Night Thoughts about Pakistan cricket. And one of the Night Thoughts is, have we seen the best of Babar Azam?
Is the best behind him, basically. And that literally keeps me up at night sometimes.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
We think so. I think that,
so.
you know, you can be out of form for a few series, but it's been like 3 years now.
I think he's gotten himself psyched out, and then in trying to come back, he's ruined his techniques. I think it's going to be very hard for him to come back. It's very, very sad. It really breaks my heart because when you watched him play when he was really good, he had no weaknesses. With Rizwan, who I love, you could always see that it was more like reflexes and talent more than technique. But with Babar, he had everything, like obviously the cover drive and all that. But
2019, see this on like I feel like every single podcast now. In 2019, my brother and I flew to the UK to watch that World Cup, and that was the iconic World Cup where Babar Azam scored that century against New Zealand in chasing, and we were in the crowd. And honestly, like I've never felt more alive.
yeah,
I've never felt
so exciting. How about when was that? When it was a rain shortened game and Fakhr Zaman and Babar.
23 ODI World Cup.
Yeah, when they scored over 400 or something.
Well, they didn't score over 400. They won on DLS.
They were chasing 400
on
but
track.
It was a DLS
No.
reduced target.
The bad guys scored over
Yes,
400. What
New
was
Zealand.
the score? They scored. New Zealand scored like
404 or something.
insane, and then we got lucky because I don't think we could have sustained it, but it was still amazing to watch.
My hot take is that Fakhr Zaman was so on song. I think if we had played the full overs, we would have chased it.
It was
We
really
were 220, man.
Yeah, but it's hard when the score's that high and there's like no room for error. You know, like
The
there's really
irony-
one mistake, one bad shot. And
The irony was Babar on the other end telling Fakhr, "Dheere kilo, dheere kilo."
Yeah.
And Fakhr just going ballistic.
Babar played really well too.
Yeah, he played
he hit
quite
a
bad.
couple sixes. You know.
I'm going to skip the 2000s and 2010s because there's like a gap there, but let's go to the modern trauma.
Yeah.
Start from 2021 T20 World Cup semifinal, Dubai. Matthew Wade against Shaheen, 3 sixes and 3 balls. Well, for Hassan Ali drops the catch.
Yeah.
And then the next 3 balls are 3 sixes.
Yeah, really, really horrible. I mean, it's hard how much it devastates me to see Pakistan not doing well, especially, you know, someone like Afridi.
Yeah, that was his peak, by the way. It was the
I
best.
watched that, the six that Kohli hit against Haris Rauf. That was, I think that broke Haris Rauf.
Yeah.
It broke all of us
It
too.
broke all of us.
Yeah, the entire fan
That
base.
was incredible. There was one shot, that was one of the best shots I've ever seen. And then Harry Brook in this World Cup had a shot. I forget who it was against when he from outside off stump, he hit a 6. Do you remember that shot?
I do.
It was just
It was
flick.
like a lap shot.
It was like a weird lap shot. I was like, I don't know how you learned to do that with that much power. And he barely did anything.
Azam Khan played a shot like that in the PSL. Have you seen this shot?
I've seen a lot of Azam Khan.
Okay, thoughts?
I mean, you know, I think we all know what needs to happen there.
I think it's happening.
You
Azam
think-
Khan, by the way, friend of the podcast. And
I think he's
hitting
an
the gym.
incredibly talented.
He's lost a lot of weight. He's in
Has
the
he?
gym. Yes. He was on the podcast and we talked to him about that shot that he played against Hasnan in Karachi that went over it went outside the
It was a wide Yorker. He swept the ball for 6 on the roof of the
I mean,
Karachi
he's
Stadium.
so talented. How is he as a wicketkeeper, you guys?
He's good.
I think he's good. He needs to be a little more agile. But
yeah, who's our best wicketkeeper right now?
No, it is on.
best keeper is Rizwan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the best.
Yeah. There's an argument. Usman Samyuddin made an argument in Cricket Info about him probably being the best wicketkeeper in the world right now, Rizwan.
Yeah.
There is definitely an argument.
He's bad at when to call for DLS.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
his
We don't-
weakness.
He asked the batsman sometimes, hey,
Yeah,
should I
balle pe
call
lagi
it?
thi?
Did you see that?
Yeah, and Ravi Shastri was laughing. He's like, balle pe lagi thi, pad pe lagi thi. Balle pe lagi thi. Acha, okay, no replay.
22 T20 World Cup. That India game we just talked about. Trauma, yes.
Yes, really horrible.
Traumatic.
And
One of
that
the
same
worst.
World Cup, there was a final we lost to England.
Yeah,
Less traumatic. I feel like the India game was more traumatic. in my
India
opinion.
game is more traumatic. Yeah.
24 T20 World Cup back in your backyard in Nassau County, New York.
Yeah.
Where were
I
you when
wanted
you
to
found out
go.
that USA beat Pakistan?
Yeah, where were you?
I was watching.
Oh no.
I was supposed to go to that match. So I was supposed to, they invited me to go and I got a job and I couldn't go. I was going to go with my cousin. And then I'm so glad I didn't go because that was, I mean, I that has to be like the worst moment for Pakistan cricket in our history. in our
So far.
entire- So far.
I think that
Yeah.
that loss was so bad that it's numbed us.
Yeah.
Like this World Cup, we lost Super 8s. Didn't really feel that bad.
no.
Kind of lost that
'cause-
game against USA twice, like the first the main match and then the Super over.
Yeah.
So
true.
that
Oh my
hurt
God.
more.
So devastating. Yeah. Emily was like, is there no pride in the USA one? Like, no, not at all.
No.
I don't care about them.
And here we saw like ESPN and Bleacher Report reporting
They were
for
so
it.
excited.
My barber who doesn't know cricket, he's like, yo,
Yeah, I
US
know.
Pakistan. Shout
Yeah,
out,
when
Rauf.
I was doing stand-up, I was preparing for my special then, so I'd mention it, and people in the audience knew who didn't know what cricket was, but
Yeah.
people know. But I've talked about it on some late night talk show, like Seth Meyers. Was it on Seth
Yeah,
Meyers
Seth
where
Meyers,
I talked
yeah.
about it? Yeah, it was like a week after it had happened.
Yeah,
it was
traumatic.
really
We
devastating.
knew that you were a real one when because I'm a Minaj fan, by the way. I was listening to his podcast when you were on, and you had like cricket info on your lap
Yeah,
in the Pakistan-India game, and you were like,
yeah. The match was going
You were
on,
checking,
right?
and I was like,
checking.
this is not performative. This
Did
is
I-
like real.
No,
You're
no,
a
no.
nerd.
I'm very, very obsessed. I
Yeah.
watch everything. It's hard when it's the middle of the night. But for the World Cup, I was getting up and watching, and yeah, really, really obsessed. I can't believe I went 10, 15 years without really watching it
You're in it now.
as much.
You're in it now.
I'm totally in it.
Do you know any other closeted cricket celebrities that we might not know of that behind the scenes talk?
You know
about?
who was asked? Do you know Keegan Michael Key? Do you know who
Yeah,
that is? So
yeah.
he, I think, shot something in New Zealand or something, and he knows cricket a little bit,
Okay.
and he talks to me about it. I wouldn't say he's like us at all,
Yeah.
but of all the American people I've talked to, he's one who's actually into it. But I don't think Hassan is into it.
No, he didn't really seem interested when you brought it up.
No, I don't think Hassan is into
Yeah, he's
cricket.
been one of our to-go guests as well. But then now we're thinking about he's not even into cricket like that.
He's not really into cricket.
You know who is? So you were internals, obviously, famously, and there's a little bit of a clique in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's into cricket. So we got Hugh Jackman, who played against Shane Warne.
I've
have you
seen
seen
that.
this?
I've
Yeah.
seen
He got
that.
hit in the balls.
I've seen that. He looked good.
He was good.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good. And he
yeah.
also commentated in the Boxing Day test for Channel
Okay.
7. So he's a sweaty. Benedict Cumberbatch was on record on Lad Bible saying cricket is more fun and exciting than baseball is.
Okay, he's right.
He's right. Who else we got?
Russell Crowe is big into.
You were just on Joe
He
Rogan
was
talking
just
about
on
it.
Joe Rogan talking about, he
Yeah,
was
I saw
explaining
that.
test cricket to Joe Rogan.
I saw that. They always get upset. They're like 5 days. I'm like, yeah, imagine, you watch a 4-hour football game, how exciting that is. Now that's 5 days.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing for 5 days. I've gone to see movies in theaters, and then before, watching the thing on, as soon as the movie starts, I'm not there. Then I go to the bathroom, check the score. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I love watching test cricket. When I was a kid, it wasn't my favorite. I like ODIs. T20 is so new.
Yeah.
But now test cricket is the best. Every single ball is exciting.
Congratulations. I think because Shane Gillis has a joke about, when you start getting into history, that's early onset Republican.
Yes.
And I would just want to mend that in when you start getting into test cricket, you're officially getting dad old.
What did they say? Cricket tragic?
Cricket tragic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Hollywood 11. You captaining, maybe these guys playing under you.
Yeah. I will. There's a lot of projects come to me all the time. People wanting to develop cricket because India is such a huge market. Cricket movie, cricket TV shows. Netflix is always looking for stuff. There's actually a Indian American director who came to me with an idea for a cricket movie. That's the only idea I've heard that I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good. There's a project that Shane Warne was developing that I was going to talk to him about, and then he passed away right in that time. It was 2023 or something he died, right?
Yeah, somewhere on that.
So yeah, I still have the deck he sent me of this is what the show will be, this is what it's about, all this stuff. Because part of what happened was after Ted Lasso,
yes.
they were like, oh, what other, because that's not popular sport here, but it's huge. That show was huge. So maybe the issue is there's a barrier to entry to understanding watching cricket, right? Like soccer, football, even if you don't know anything, the ball is supposed to go in the goal. You can follow that. With cricket, it's hard for them. They're always trying to equate it to baseball. It's hard for them to really wrap their head around it. I forget who it was, but there's one person that I explained cricket to who actually understood it. I've tried so many times. People have a hard time understanding cricket. So I think that's why it's going to be hard for cricket to become popular here among Americans outside the diaspora. And I think that's also why it's going to be hard to have a cricket movie or a cricket TV show be as popular as Ted Lasso was. Lagan was pretty big here. I don't know why. I have a lot of white American friends who loved Lagan, but I think it's
movie.
hard. Huh? It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. But
Is that the best cricket movie in your opinion?
I guess so.
Have
right?
you seen Iqbal?
No.
You gotta watch.
There's a movie called Iqbal. It's in the early 2000s. It's about a young guy who's from a remote village in India. who can't.
He can't hear, can't
hear or
speak.
speak.
He's disabled. He's deaf and mute. I don't know if you can say that, but he can't.
Yes. Deaf is the
deaf
right
and mute,
term.
right?
Yeah.
And he can't speak. He can't listen. But he's obsessed with cricket, and he lives in a remote gaon.
Is it a true story?
No, it's not.
It's starring Nasiruddin Shah.
Nasiruddin Shah
Oh,
is
I
like
love
the
Nasiruddin
washed
Shah.
up cricket guy. Used to play first class cricket. Is
That's
drunk now,
great.
and now he trains this kid. To
And
play
this is a
for
Bollywood movie?
Yes.
I will send you the link. It
Yeah,
has to be on
please.
Netflix.
It's underrated.
I'll watch it.
So
Yeah,
good.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
So
it.
good.
Yeah. I used to watch like one of the first cricket pop culture things I watched. Do you guys remember Bodyline? Have you seen Bodyline? Do you know what that is? Do you know what Bodyline bowling was? It was like Australia versus England. Ashes, I forget when it was, when they realized that there was no rule against trying to hit the batsman.
Yeah.
So they got Australia got these bowlers who could just bowl bouncers, and they would have like fielders all around them. It's great. It's a great miniseries, I think from the 80s. And then they changed a bunch of rules. That's when like the no ball and all that stuff started. So I remember watching that as a kid, and that was one of the first like cricket movies or TV show things.
You got to get on.
I think even the start of Moneyball, they go to India, right, to scout for bowlers.
Is it? No, you're thinking. Isn't it $1 Million Arm or whatever?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that
$1
one.
Million
Yes, my
Arm
bad,
with
yes.
John Hamm.
Yes,
Yeah. So
correct.
they've been trying to get cricket going here.
Have you seen the Science is the Man meme?
What is it?
Science is the Man meme.
No.
Sayyid Ajmal and Usman Khwaja.
No.
Oh my God, we gotta. Elijah, can you pass me my phone?
There's an
I
interview
have
where
to show you this.
Usman Khwaja is interviewing Sayyid Ajmal, and the interview is in English, and English is not really Sayyid Ajmal's primary language.
Right.
So he's talking about like how he got banned for his action, and we got to get your live reaction on this. Honestly, this
Well,
is
one of
funny.
the biggest cricket meme that says the Pakistani guy in the stands watching
Right.
Asif Ali drop that catch.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yeah.
That's like one of the biggest memes.
It is.
Yeah, like people here know it. They don't know it's from cricket.
That's iconic, yeah.
Yeah. That is
okay.
such a good look. That's how I feel when I'm watching our team right now.
You got to watch this.
But ICC, the ban straight away said, no, nobody can bowl. Science said, why the science fucking man? What is the sense? Science is the man.
Yeah.
Man can do everything, not a science.
Yeah.
Science just recommended, but the work or everything do the man.
Yeah.
Man can do make plane. Man can do everything.
MashaAllah.
The top is in the air with the man. He can.
For us, it's Usman's
I like
composure.
Usman Khwaja being like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, yes. I kind of understand what he's saying.
yeah.
I see his point a little bit, where it's like there's science, but it's got to be the person doing it.
Yep.
We can like conquer science, is what he's saying.
And then
Usman Khwaja is
when
just
we
like,
had Usman on the podcast, we asked him this.
Why the science fucking man?
We had him
What is
react to
the
this.
sense? Science is the man.
science is the-
How did you keep a straight face?
Deep down inside, I was laughing because the way he said it was hilarious. But I knew what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I understand.
So at the same time, I was respectful because it was also an emotional topic. Like he's going on a rant here. He's like, I can move my wrist over and I can bowl it without
Yeah.
bending it. They wouldn't listen to me. They just said, no, the science says you can't do this. And he's like, what science?
His science is. Well, why the science? The science is
Science
the man is very good.
This is the
That's a T-shirt. Science is the man. You guys got to make Science is the man T-shirt
I guess
as
you
part
gotta
of your.
copyright it, but yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
Yes.
right. This is great, but we have a few more questions. Just Patreon.
Okay.
You know, this podcast is only supported by. Our
Here, can
Patreon
I say
members.
one thing?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel here's what's missing from our team right
Okay,
now.
let's go.
I'm gonna go Irfan. I think he needs to be in the team.
Irfan Niazi.
Yeah, I think
Do
he's
you know
amazing.
he's super fit? Like he has a six-pack and stuff.
He looks. None of our guys can hit big sixes, right? Like who can hit big? Like even when Salman hits a big six, it feels like a miracle. Like he's a great player. He's probably my favorite player in our team right now. But we don't get to 90. You know, like,
Just on that Salman bit, we heard you were a big fan of Salman.
Yeah.
Favorite player. We got a message from Salman to you.
what?
Just hit play on that.
Oh my god!
Awaaz dekho puri hai.
Hello Kumail, this is Salman Agha. Backfoot Point podcast boys just told me you're a big fan of Pakistan cricket team. People like you supporting us is a big boost for players. So thank you so much for backing us. And the work you are doing in Hollywood, it's amazing to
Oh
see.
my god!
You're making all of us proud. Thank you so much for always backing us and all the best and big wishes for you. Thank
Oh
you.
my god! Send that to me.
You can replay.
Airdrop.
Watch it
We'll
again.
airdrop it to you.
Backfoot Point podcast boys.
Oh my god! My cousin's gonna be so. jealous. Take out when I said that when he hit sixes. Take that out.
No, we
Take that
have
out.
to. We have to leave it in because you were cooking.
He's amazing.
Yes.
He's my favorite player right now because
Yes,
he's got a
same.
good cricket brain. He's a great fielder. He's a great batsman. Obviously, he's not ideal for the T20 format, but I see him trying. He's getting that like big shot. Like he's one of the very few guys who can regularly hit sixes.
Great technique. Like he has the domestic grind.
Great against
Yeah.
spin also.
Great head on
good
the
against
shoulders.
spin. He could do everything. A lot of different kinds of sweeps. So I think he's my favorite player right now.
Yeah. Same.
I would say we need Irfan Khan Niazi because his swing, his power, we don't have. We had Fakhr. Fakhr's now 34. So
Yes.
He's got like maybe 2-3 years left, maybe. I think we need to really bring him in and support him the way we've been supporting Saim because he's an athlete. His swing reminds me a little bit of Hardik Pandya's swing.
Yeah.
He has a similar swing. So I think we really need to support that.
I also
guy.
think we, like, for far too long, we've tried to get top order batters to play in the middle order, like Fakhr Zaman and Babar Azam.
Yeah.
We should now invest in proper middle order batters who have been playing in the middle order their entire life.
I think that's Irfan Khan Niazi. I think we need to really, really give this guy a shot. I'm sort of stunned that we haven't given him more chances.
He's also a gun fielder.
Yeah, he's a great fielder. The other guy that I'm still hoping has a real comeback, that I hope has his best years ahead of him. I think Shadab is a player, that kind of player we really need. He's a gun fielder. He's a good teammate. He's always encouraging and stuff. If he's bowling well, his batting never really suffered, but he's a bowling all-rounder.
Yes.
When he started bowling like those long hops and stuff, it got a little hard. He's had a bit of a comeback. He played really well in the
Big Bash.
in the BBL, he played really well. I think he had an okay World Cup. He didn't have a bad World Cup. He had some good innings. I think that's a guy I'm hoping, he can come make his way
Personally,
back to our
we
team.
like Shadab Khan as well, but a couple of years ago, we worked with Islamabad United at the PSL.
Yeah, we were like in Islamabad.
We flew to Islamabad, did interviews with Mike Hessen, Shadab, Naseem. And so anytime we talk
surreal,
about Shadab Khan, people are like, oh, these guys have an agenda.
That's
Yeah.
what Shadab was saying?
That's
No,
what
that
the
people say
fans
about us
say.
now.
That we have an agenda of Islamabad United players, of Shadab
Oh,
Khan.
no, I think Shadab is amazing.
Well, now Kumail is also on the
Yeah,
Islamabad.
listen, I'm being completely objective, right? I don't really have I don't have the connections you guys have. I think someone like Shadab, I hope he has a comeback. He'll be really good. Obviously, I think Farhan is a good T20 player. He's got pretty good technique. Saim, Irfan Khan Niazi, I think we need to build our team around these guys.
Have you seen Masud?
Yeah, he's really good. Is he the one who was he had a really good series
Against
just now,
Bangladesh.
right?
The second match, he scored a 50.
The second match he scored a 50 and he
He
got
took
like 3 wickets.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He's promising.
He's promising. And then I got really angry at who's the new guy who played the next. Him and Salman were going really well, and then he hit
Saad Masood.
Saad Masood is also really good, but
Good,
that shot
yeah.
made me very upset.
Yes.
That's just inexperience.
First game.
It happens.
Yeah.
But he looked really, really good.
He also
So-
has a really strong head on his shoulders. Like he's very committed and focused.
Yeah, so I think those guys,
those
Maya
guys.
Sadakat, him, the
The
new
future is looking good.
the new spinner that we have is he hasn't played very much.
Sufyan.
Sufyan is really good. I think he has potential. Who are like pacers? Like
That's a very good question. We have Ali Raza. He played the under-19 World Cup.
I've
He's
seen Ali
tall.
Raza. He's good. He looks good.
Ishan Ahmed, I believe, is also tall, bulky, fast bowler.
Yeah, but Ali Raza is very skinny, right?
He's skinny. He needs to put some weight on.
Yeah.
He
Put
picked up an
more-
injury last year, so he's coming back from an injury.
All our guys get injured.
Yeah.
All our guys get injured. It's the technique.
I don't know if you heard, but apparently Babar and Fakhr played the World Cup too in injury.
They did.
It just came out, yeah.
Really
Do you listen to like Aqib Javed's press conferences?
every now and then.
Yes. What an experience that is.
So Aqib
Yeah.
Javed came out recently after the World Cup and just gaslighted the entire fan base. They're like, oh, we lost the World Cup because of one match against England.
Yeah, he
Uh,
said that we only lost one match technically.
What is he talking about?
It's
Aqib Javed is tough. I
tough.
remember after that series where we made like all the spinning wickets and
Yeah.
those two guys, Sajid and
Numan.
Numan were just like ran through him and everybody
yeah.
was like, Aqib Javed is a genius. And you're like, this is not sustainable.
This is
He
not
made
a-
one situation where we did really well.
Yeah.
Why don't those guys play? Do you think those guys can play ODIs? Numan and Sajid?
I think it's a case of like mixing formats, right? I think they're good test bowlers, but I'm not
They
sure if it
are.
would translate well in ODIs.
they don't even play in the PSL.
For example,
do they?
like Nathan Lyon from Australia, he doesn't play.
no,
white
he
ball cricket.
doesn't.
in Yasir Shah, I remember we tried to get him from test to play ODIs and he got smacked. 2015
Yeah.
World Cup.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a format mixing situation as well. They do well in the PSL. Like
Do they? Does Sajid play in the PSL?
Yeah, I think he did.
I think Numan was picked for Multan, but I don't think he played a game.
Yeah, I don't think they're.
Also, these guys are old.
They are.
Numan is like 40.
Yeah, but
Let's
like
be honest.
if you look at someone like Sajid, you know, like he looks like a athlete. Like
He's
our
terrifying.
guys, yeah, he's terrifying. He's scary. Remember he had the blood on his shirt? He
Yeah.
looks so scary. Like I feel like fitness is an area where really, like even someone like Salman, who's amazing, needs to work out a little bit.
That's where we get you in as a consultant.
Yeah,
And
I'll
this
tell
is
you
you
guys what
guys.
to do.
This has
Get
been
some,
a long interview to get you to
yeah, get
be
some
the fitness
creatine,
coach.
guys. I could. I mean, you know
who's-
catching. Our guys need to learn how to catch well.
You know who's really fit? Hassan Ali. We met him last year in Florida, and I think he told us his body fat percentage is like 8%.
Wow,
You could see
Yeah.
his veins.
Like, it was
Really?
tough. I was like, yo, it's good.
Hassan, 8 is too low for an athlete.
Is it?
Yeah.
It needs to be a little bit higher. Yeah.
The bowling coach was there too, and he was like, yeah, it's Hassan Ali. He was very proud.
Hassan Ali, I really like his spirit. How old is he? Like 31, 32?
Early 30s. I think.
Yeah. So that's why he can still bowl and do it. I really like his spirit. He's never been, obviously, you know, one of our best bowlers or anything.
2017 Champions Trophy player of the series, by the way.
He's smart. He's a smart bowler,
Yeah.
you know?
People sort of like pigeonhole him because he dropped that one catch in that one World Cup in 21. You know, the Matthew Wade one. that I'm
yes,
talking
of
about.
course.
And then
But
he
Hassan Ali
kinda-
also he lost a year and a half of his career because he was doing deadlifts in the gym and his disc slipped.
Well, see, that's the kind of stuff you have to be careful about. Like, I don't think these athletes should be doing deadlifts. Deadlifts is especially fast bowlers. I know you're trying to strengthen your lower back. I don't do deadlifts because you could tweak something. So many muscles are working. You tweak your lower back, especially for a fast bowler.
You're done.
You're done. That's going to fuck you up for
Yeah.
a very long time.
Yeah.
They need to be careful about how they work out,
Yeah.
you know, and they need to work out. They need to put on muscle. Like, who are the guys on our team that are fit? Like, I think Fakhr for his age is really fit.
Yeah.
Irfan Khan Niazi is fit. Obviously, Shaheen is a specimen, you know.
Yeah.
But all these guys need to like
Yeah, I hope they're
work out
listening.
more.
I hope we get people in.
I
listening
mean,
to
I think that's like the big difference. Athleticism, catching, fielding. Like, why are we consistently dropping
Speaking of the
catches
choir,
all the time?
I think it's gonna happen. I think after this message to the fans,
Yeah.
to the players, they'll be like, you know what, Kumail is listening and watching,
Yeah.
and we
get
need
you-
this guy happy.
Really, I mean, it's not talent. It's training and fitness, you know?
It's discipline. It's being professional to your
You're a
spirit.
professional athlete.
Because I look
You
at a
should
guy
be-
like Hardik Pandya, right? He doesn't have a lot of muscle on him, but he can hit a six.
Well, because that's the thing. They have good technique. They're like pivot from the left. Like Shivam Dubey has like the best swing I've ever seen,
Yeah.
right? But these guys are coached how to do that. Like Hardik Pandya's swing, there's something, he doesn't have much follow through. It's like all power from the waist, right? Like I think that's something that he just had. But the way that like Shivam Dubey swings, he was taught that.
Yeah.
We can teach our guys that. We can teach them to have that kind of follow through. You know, Hardik Pandya is kind of a freak athlete.
Yeah. Abdul Razak, I remember, held a masterclass in Lahore for the current players on hitting.
Yeah.
I don't know where that went, but I
Who's
heard
the
about this.
other guy that India has I would have went
Well,
bed
they're
late
all of
last
them.
night. But there's a lefty guy who plays in the middle order.
Ishan Kishan? Akshay
No, I mean,
Patel?
No. Akshay Patel comes at like number 9. That's
Yeah.
that's
Insane.
insane.
Yeah.
That he comes in number 9. No, there's another. There's
Rinku Singh.
not Rinku Singh. Rinku Singh is amazing too. I mean, look how many people
Exactly,
there are.
yeah.
It's who did you name? You said
Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek Sharma,
Sanju Samson.
Sanju
Ishan
Samson.
Kishan.
Ishan
Surya
Kishan.
Kumar Yadav. Hardik Pandya. Shivam Dubey. Akshay Patel. Rinku Singh if he's playing.
That's the
That's
whole
it?
seven,
That's your
yeah.
lineup.
I
Yeah.
felt like there was one more guy in there, another
Jaiswal?
lefty. Not
hasn't played
Jaiswal.
yet.
Jaiswal's amazing too. But man,
We'll put it in the notes.
What about
Shivam
him,
Dubey
though?
comes in, huh?
What about that player?
They just have these amazing, beautiful swings, and none of our, like I think Fakhr has a really beautiful swing. I think Irfan has a beautiful swing. I think Saim has a beautiful swing, but none of our guys have those. Like it's just, and you can teach people that.
Yeah.
You could teach the follow through. You could teach the mechanics of it. We have talent. You know, timing and all is one thing, but those like the way Shivam Dubey swings, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I
It's
just
like
think
a golf swing.
there's also like a little bit of pushback from the players about learning new skills. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting, and it's heard of a few.
But that's
warm rooms.
that's really
It's like
complacency.
they've
That's
dragged
what it
their
is.
Kool-Aid so much that the first step of improving something is to figure out there's something wrong.
yeah. You got to
So once you can
recognize there's a
accept that, then you can
Right.
improve things.
right. Who else is on our team? Right, like so the pace bowlers. What do you think of what's his name? The all rounder lefty,
Fahim Ashraf?
not Fahim Ashraf. not Jahangir.
Salman Mirza?
Not Jahangir.
Jahandad Khan?
Jahandad. What do you think of him?
I think he's good,
right
but
now.
he's a little raw. I think some of these guys need to cook in domestic.
That's what I mean. I think we need to support a guy like that. He's obviously very athletic. He can bowl. He can bat. That's a guy we need to put like money into.
I've heard a lot of there's a huge fan base for Abbas Afridi.
Abbas Afridi is good.
Good fast bowler, all-rounder, can come at 7,
he's
8.
really good. I like Salman Khan. Is that his name?
Salman Mirza.
Salman Mirza is really good. But I feel like someone like Jahandad, like he's obviously got, he's an athlete. He's like a natural athlete.
Yeah.
We need to support that guy.
I agree.
We talked about systems, and New Zealand has a really good system. Like their population is 5 million, which is 1/4 of Karachi's population. What New Zealand does really well is that they have a limited slot of players. They back them, they improve on them, they invest in them. Whereas Pakistan, we have so much talent that, okay, if Shaheen gets injured, we have Jahandad, we have Salman Mirza.
Yeah, we don't like put everything into any players. Like you said, Saim is the only one we can think of that we've been supporting absolutely completely, and we should continue to. Because I do think that guy's our future. But if you look at someone like Abhishek Sharma, right? I don't think he has the kind of like natural talent that a lot of the other guys have, right?
You think it's taught?
I think it's taught with someone like him. Like he slices the ball a lot, right? And it works really well in the first 6 overs. I don't know if that guy would be good in the middle order, but he's good.
I think you missed the whole scandal rumor that was going on during the World Cup where Mohammad Amir said on the Tabish Hashmi show that, hey, Abhishek is just like a tullibaz. And that resonated in India, and then he got 3 ducks.
And then he got 3 ducks. And then he came back.
People were like, Amir is like...
Yeah, he's a genius.
A Jyotishi. He knows something that nobody knows.
Jyotishi.
And then, he came in the final and scored a 50. But like, he was basically, technically speaking on what you're saying, he's like, anything outside the off stump, anything that's a bit shorter length, this man just slices it and gets out.
Yeah. And now, teams know where to put their fielders, right? So someone like him, like we can, obviously, this is very valuable having a guy like that. I think Saim is better than that. I think Saim has more talent than that.
Do you know that Abhishek Sharma is mentored by Yuvraj Singh?
No.
So Yuvraj Singh and Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill, they're very tight. And so he coaches them on his private time.
Right.
Whereas our ex-cricketers are mostly on TV just bashing our current
that's
guys.
the thing. I saw Wasim Akram saying that Shaheen Afridi had not reached out to him. Like, how can you not reach out to the resource who's the best left-arm pacer that the world has ever seen?
Yeah.
Bowls just like you. Why not?
Can I use one word?
Yeah.
Ego.
It's crazy.
That's it.
I mean...
And that's what's frustrating as a fan, right?
Yeah, it's really frustrating with someone like Shaheen because he's so much athletic ability. And then his batting, he thinks of himself as an all-rounder. He's not. He's a tullibaz.
Yeah.
But you can improve that. You can make make a little contribution at the end of an innings in a T20. That's valuable, but he's not an all-rounder.
We're in LA, and one of my favorite basketball players was Kobe. And Kobe took a lot from his game from MJ.
Yes.
And to the point, like the jump shot, the fadeaway, everything.
Yeah.
And because he had to like park his ego at the door and be like, this is the school of basketball. I need to learn everything from MJ. I feel like that process has not seeped into our players yet.
It really needs to happen with someone like Shaheen Afridi. Like he should have been humble the last few years. He's not, he's been at a shadow of his former self. And he needs to figure out, like I saw videos, I think Mohammad Amir was talking about how his delivery means he's not putting all the force behind the ball.
Yeah.
That stuff is very fixable.
Yep. Can I ask you about Surya Kumar Yadav famously said on a press conference that the Pakistan-India rivalry is dead. What rivalry? What is your opinion on that?
I've said this before I got in trouble for it. I didn't like that they didn't shake hands. I thought that was awful.
Wait, you got in trouble for this?
Yeah. I mean, I have honestly on social media, which I'm mostly off. I have like people who post for me. I check cricket stuff every now and then. I get hate from white American racist people and Indians. Those are the 2 areas where I get hate.
We have half the same hate.
Yeah. So, here, I'll give you some of my white audience. You want that? You want that? I feel like that is where we could show people that we have much more in common than we don't. Of course, I understand politically it's been, but in the 90s when we were playing India, there was like mutual respect. I think the players might still like each other, but someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, it upsets me. Like Kohli, I feel like has been more diplomatic, and I feel like he gets, they seem to get along.
Even
someone
Sharma.
like
Sharma as well.
Yeah. Someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, I think, genuinely hates the Pakistan cricket team. And I don't like that. I don't think that a cricket rivalry should seep into like real personal stuff in that way.
I think also like he lives in India and he has to sort of follow the government narrative.
I understand that. He really does, but I feel like he gives it 10% more than he needs to.
But you know,
I think
Kohli
is like that, more like that.
Kohli is so nice. In 2019, Imad Wasim got Babar to meet Kohli because Imad knew Kohli from the under 19 days. And so Babar had a chat with Kohli, sort of got all his wisdom. And so Kohli is a nice guy like that.
Yeah, Kohli has been good, and Kohli has said stuff and supportive stuff and all that.
And stayed away from the controversy. Right
yeah,
Pandya hates Pakistan cricket team. I think you should know this.
Yeah.
Did you see him like when it was Farhan who top edged the ball and he just looked at Farhan cold-bloodedly?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was like, this guy really hates
this
team right now.
He's probably the best all-rounder in the world right now.
Yeah.
He opens the bowling and, I mean, middle order. It sucks when the people, when they're actually very good.
And I love Hardik Pandya. I think what he
He's
has
an
to offer the
incredible
game
player.
is insane. But then it's the thing that you're talking about, but sometimes the personal kind of overshadows the professional. And then you're in a weird space.
I think, if you look at the best players in the world at anything, you talked about Kobe, you talked about Michael Jordan, you talk about Hardik Pandya, you have to be a little bit of a dickhead. You have to really have that killer instinct, right? Like Wasim Akram, Wakari, Shoaib Akhtar, Imran Khan, all these guys were like, I respect you, but right now my job is to like make you quit. We don't have that killer instinct right now. Like you saw, I love Salman. You saw how he got run out. I mean, that made me so upset.
He was too nice in that moment.
He's too nice. Salman is too nice. I think Rizwan is too nice. Like, who's not nice? I think, like...
Do you think that run out is more on Salman than Mehdi Hasan?
No, I don't blame Salman in that moment. I think that was really shitty. What's his name?
Mehdi Hasan. He was the captain of Bangladesh.
Mehdi, what he did was really, really awful and outside of what he should have done.
Yeah.
But it does also show that Salman's too nice, you know? I don't like when they like tie the batsman's shoelaces. Like, no, take your fucking gloves off.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, no, tie your own shoelaces. Yeah. Like, I don't want them to be like, I think there's a balance. I think you have to be a competitor. You have to respect the people, but you have to be a competitor, right?
Okay.
Can you imagine Kobe doing that? Tying another player's shoelaces?
Do you know Salman got 2 demerit points for his reaction to
I
how
saw
he got
that.
out?
That was awful. I mean, it was really, really unfair. That really, really upset me. We won that match at least. And I wanted to win the next one so badly just for that.
I think it's the thing you were talking about with the Shaheen thing. If he just fixed his batting a little bit more, he could have chased that down. That wasn't like out of his realm.
Yeah.
Just needs to be. Shaheen was there at the end, like for the chase.
Yeah, but he's still. Yeah, I mean, he very much looks like a Tillibaz. You know?
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah, you can fix it.
You're talking about the Badmashi thing, like who's like the Badmash in the team right now? I think Haris Rove has that Badmashi in him a little bit.
Yes, I know, and that's what I like about him. Haris Rove really wants to win, and you feel it when players have that. You really feel that. I don't know who else has that. Like when you look at the Indian team, right? Like all of them want to win. You can feel it coming off them. Pandya, Bumrah, who's really nice. He really wants to win.
This political nonsense broke Bumrah. He was the nicest fast bowler of all time, and then suddenly, like, he's now like doing gestures on the pitch as well.
Is he really?
Yeah, in the final of the Asia Cup, we saw a lot of that stuff. That Asia Cup was just like brutal to watch. I did not.
And for us to cover as podcasters, right? Because it's not just the game you're talking about; it's more what happened before, after with the match referee and whatnot.
You're talking about the half that hates us, the mutual half. We go live on all of our games, and so like we live stream the game on YouTube, and we had. So the first, I want to say 4-hour game, right? So first 3 hours, Pakistan was winning, kind of. And so there was like 300-400 people, all Pakistanis having a good time. As soon as Pakistan started losing, like after that 20 for 3, and then that Tilak Verma innings.
They know to come to you guys.
Boom, 800.
Tilak Verma. He's got an, that's what I'm talking about. He's got an incredible swing.
Okay.
He's a lefty, right?
He's a lefty.
He's got an incredible swing. Him and Shivam Dubey have like the best swings in cricket, I think.
Right now.
Yeah, Tilak Verma.
Good.
Those two guys.
And so like we get that. We don't know how to combat that, honestly.
No.
Like all of our fans like DM us in private. And he's like, yo, I want to comment something positive, but it's all
all you can do really is ignore it. And it's really, really hard. You just have to ignore it, and you have to realize it's the problem is theirs, it's not yours, Like it's not, you guys didn't do anything wrong. They're the ones who are being assholes, and you have to understand that. It's hard, I've faced a lot of racism here, and it hurts your feelings, but ultimately you have to go, It's not my fault. It's their fault.
It kind of gets like, it's all good if you're like criticizing the podcast. Something we say, obviously we're Pakistan leaning, so we're going to talk
When
about
it gets personal and
like
hateful.
One of the running jokes I have on the podcast, like my first son, he was born on the night before Pakistan-India World Cup match 2023. And so I was like, this is going to change everything. I had my son, we were watching the game, and Pakistan were like 160 for 2, and then they collapsed. And then so since then, it took like Babar like 2.5 years since he scored his next century, almost 3 years. And the running joke on the podcast was like, I look at my son and his height is how long it's been since Babar has scored his century.
Also, the last 3 years, he's had 2 kids and Babar's had 100.
Yes. I've had 2 kids.
You got to stop having kids.
I think I'm the good luck charm. So then when I have the 4th one, that's the next century.
You have 3 kids?
I have 2.
Okay.
I just had a
Every
son.
2 kids you have, he has a century.
That's
not a good ratio.
Actually, my wife is upset.
He loves St. Michael so much. His first son's name is Michael.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mikhail, and then my new son is Yusuf.
Saint Joseph.
Saint Joseph is St. Michael's.
Are you
No,
joking?
this is a joke. This is a bit. This is not why we named him.
But the names are true.
Amazing. Yeah.
One of my friends was like, "Wow, you really like."
Yeah. That's amazing.
We have some. So you mentioned on TGC, which shout out to TGC for actually making this happen. In retrospect,
Do you know those guys?
We've spoken.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
But we were upset that you restarted them before you reached out to us. But now we're here, so it's okay.
They were very relentless. They were aggressive.
Of course, they're Aussies.
Yeah.
You should have been on here, and we were like joined trauma bonded right now. And then instead you went there and you got.
Well, I'm here now.
You're good. You're good. Hey guys, I gotta stop the podcast one last time to tell you about our lovely patrons on Patreon. Honestly, without the Patreon members that keep the lights on, we would not be here doing an interview with Kumail and Nanjiani. They've been our day owners since the beginning, since before we had any sponsors, since before we had any gear. And honestly, they have been the backbone of this podcast since we've started. It's a small but thriving community of insane cricket fanatics that just want to talk about cricket and other sports as well. And they just want a community space where they can be together and chit chat. And right now, for a small fees, you too can join the Patreon. We have 3 tiers. The most basic tier lets us know that, hey, you want to support the podcast, you want to be part of our community. The second tier actually gives you access to our exclusive group chat where Bashar and I are both in it all the time. And the third most important tier is the executive producer tier, which lets you guys help us directly fund the podcast so we can get insane guests like Kumail on the podcast time and over again. At the recording of this podcast, the 3 spots of the executive producer tier are sold out, but if there's enough demand, we'll open a couple more. When we get to do insane stuff like having Kumail and Nanjiani on the podcast, it lets us take a moment and thank the patrons for obviously and always supporting us from the day one. Without you guys, this podcast would not be as successful as it is. Thank you very, very much. And now back to the last part of the podcast with Kumail. Okay, so you mentioned on their podcast that you lurk Pakcricket, Reddit.
Yes.
How often are you doing this?
All the time.
All the time. So we asked Pakcricket, Reddit.
Oh,
we're like, guys, Kumail is going to be on the show. Would you have any questions? I think we actually hit all of them. They wanted to know who your current favorite player is. And
I'd say it's Salman.
Salman now you have to say
Agha.
that.
After the video, right?
No, but genuinely,
Okay,
I'll show you text that I have with my cousin where like Salman Agha is our...
So Agha, current favorite, and then all time is Wasim Akram.
All time is Wasim Akram.
And then your reaction to the Science is the Man video, so we got that live. And then now we have a few Patreon questions. And these are good. We can do rapid fire. It doesn't have to be very elongated. But Tayyib, Chaudhary, Shahrukh, and Ali Khan asked, if there was a biopic on a player, who would it be? And which player would you want to play?
Who would I want to play?
Yeah, cricket player.
So this is controversial.
Let's go.
But I think an Imran Khan biopic would be really, really fascinating because of, obviously, he's the
most celebrated Pakistani of all time.
Yeah, I try to explain to my friends. It would be like if Michael Jordan became the president and was now in jail and going blind. Like, it's a really, really, it's such a sad story.
It's heartbreaking.
His whole life, he was so large. He was like James Bond. He was shirtless with chains and he married a wife. I just think it's like a really fascinating story that captures a lot, like, decades of Pakistani cricket, politics, just our whole social situation. So I think Imran Khan would be like really, really fun to play.
I think there was a biopic that was being made on him, but it sort of went on pause.
It's going to be really hard because obviously it's such a political situation.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good answer. Haris Khan wants to know, what is the best way to explain cricket to someone who doesn't watch? Like if you can have an elevator pitch.
You have to tell them to forget about baseball because they're always trying to equate it to baseball. They're always like, well, what about the strikes? Oh, when you hit the ball. To them, that you can hit the ball and choose to not run they have a very hard time getting past that.
Yeah.
They also have a very hard time getting past that if once a batter's out, they're out for the whole match unless it's a test.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. So you have to really tell them there's really not much in common with baseball. It's got a bat, it's got a ball, but that is it. So forget baseball. You have to learn it from scratch. And when I've gotten people to like understand that is when I've had much more success explaining cricket to them.
Does Emily get cricket now?
No. She's not into sports. She's the least competitive person I know. Like, we have a table tennis. She doesn't. We play video games together. When we get a new video game, we're playing against each other. When I'm learning, it's really fun. And then I figure it out. And she's like, I don't care anymore.
Have you played cricket on the PlayStation?
I have. Yeah, they're bad. The cricket games are very bad. Awful. Why are there no good cricket games?
You know what's a good cricket game? I once played a VR cricket match. This Pakistani guy, his name's Hadi. He made a Cricket X. That's the name of the game. You put a VR goggle on, there's a cricket bat, and you're automatically like transported into the middle of a stadium. And he has like Shane Warne bowling to you with the leg spin, and like Bumrah bowling his Yorkers.
Yeah.
And it's so realistic. I'd recommend if you can, like get your hands on one of those.
Was it Shane Warne's first delivery to Mike? Was it Mike Gatting?
That was his first delivery in England.
That is the best ball I've ever seen in my life.
Century.
I mean, incredible.
Yeah.
What a sad story.
Yeah.
I also really, really like the delivery that Adil Rashid bowled to Virat Kohli. Have you seen this?
No.
Absolutely bamboozles Virat Kohli.
Like I love Adil Rashid.
Pitches on leg stump, hits top of off.
Yeah.
Virat has no idea what's going on.
I love Adil Rashid. He's amazing.
Muhammad Amar asks, if you could change the rules of cricket, what is one gully cricket rule that you'd introduce to the international cricket?
Ooh. If you hit a 6 out of the stadium, you should be out.
So none of the Pakistani guys.
Yeah, we're safe. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Did you ever play one-tip cricket where you had like 3 body out?
Yes, of course.
3 body out.
Yeah.
We would like maybe bring that up instead of like before.
Was it also? Did you play French cricket?
What is that?
What is that?
French cricket was similar to one tip, where if you'd hit your legs, you were out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like any part of the body, like
Any part of the body's out.
We did 3 body, and we did like balle pe lagi run,
Yeah.
direct divar out, direct divar out.
Yeah. That stuff. That
Yeah,
stuff.
so much fun.
I mean, most of the time I played was you could not. Everything had to be in front.
Straight, yeah.
Straight. Which is good. Let's do that. Get Surya Kumar Yadav out of there.
Yeah, but he doesn't perform against Pakistan anyways.
Yeah.
So we're good. Zeddy G asks, being a Pakistani cricket fan means growing up with chaos, hope, and inevitable disappointment. Has that emotional conditioning secretly prepared you for a better life in Hollywood?
Yes. I mean, you have to learn to be okay with disappointment. Like, you have to be like, there's always hope. And then when the bad thing happens, you have to be like, that's over. Now we move on. And I've gotten better at it. But that is, there's a lot of rejection in this industry and in Pakistan cricket.
100%. And then I think the best question is from Fahad Zaidi. Chest day or leg day?
What?
Chest day or leg day?
Chest day.
Okay.
Who wants to do leg day?
That's pretty good.
I do it, but it's awful. I hate it.
You mentioned that you were on, you were at the Oscars last week, and then you were on Backward Point this week. What is the greater honor?
Backward Point.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're too kind. Kumail, we've taken up more time than we actually were allotted.
Thank you
We
so
really
much for
appreciate
having me. That was so fun, you
I hope
guys.
having on.
I had a great time. Thank
Listen,
you. Let's
I
do
want-
it again. When I'm in Toronto, I want to try and visit more. My next year is busy, but I'll come back and then
Come in the
take me
studio.
out.
We'll take you for roles.
Yeah.
We'll show you a good time in Toronto.
Please.
It's a great time.
Love it.
And thank you again for being so nice. Honestly, you
Thanks
you
for
were
coming in.
our dream guest for the past 2 years.
Oh,
Ever since
good.
we saw that video.
Oh my
that-
God, I can't believe you sent me Salman Agha. Oh my God.
Yes,
So you
and-
guys know him?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We know people. What do you think?
Of
This is not
course.
TGC.
No, this is
It's
very
Backward Point.
exciting.
No, I really appreciate your time. You've been amazing. This is actually really surreal. I don't know. I'm like kind of out of words. And
Thank
this
you
is
so
why we should
much,
probably
guys.
get
Thanks
to
for
the
having
podcast.
me.
Ping pong right now.
Let's play
Let's play some table tennis. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's
Thank
go.
you. That was so fun, guys. Thank you.
Oh, shot.
Come back loading.
Good game.
Oh, 3-0. Oh, that's good. Greedy. You got greedy there. Oh! Oh! Yay! Wow, good one.